We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Israel, my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing his business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, his goodness he given. Hey, hey.
Hey, boy, y'all already know, but it's a real PSR right here. Like, it ain't a real PSR until the screen get cut and then come back. Or the mic's cut.
It's like that's built into the show. You gotta have some technical difficulty.
You gotta give them something. You gotta give them something to want. You know what I'm saying?
Lead the people want.
Yeah, you gotta keep them thirsty. You know? Yeah, keep them guessing. Never let them know your next move. You don't know when we gonna be back on.
We back though.
It don't even matter.
Right. We want to let Officer Soraya finish his joke, but I'm sure half the people don't forgot what he was talking about.
He was like, use the claw.
Cut you mid-joke.
Hard.
No, my joke is who keep giving Kevin a job.
Damn.
Got it.
You better.
The hell is this?
He gonna write your name back on that list, boy. You better.
Hey, if you want to donate to PSR Tech Team, it's IUIC.
Yeah, we need 5 oddness.
Yeah. Right.
IsraelUnite.org.
We got to upgrade from that Boost Mobile.
Yeah,
internet.
we need the glass. We need the glass internet cords.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need them. You can't.
High speed.
Yeah. We got that regular. We got a hamster in a wheel.
When we go off the air, we switching the hamster out. He done got tired.
We got
the carrot.
We got the internet. They go the
Download.
AOL online.
Hey,
so your mama don't hear you.
hey, Officer Soraya.
Our internet come with a disc.
These people don't even know what AOL is, man.
Hey man, that when internet first came out,
Bruh.
man, the little man had to run across the street.
Bruh.
Yo, you know we got there's a brother in the school. You know, because we have to sign brothers up for the canvas for MOV, right? This brother email. I'm like, bro,
How you even access that?
How you get an AOL email? Like, who still have
He's like, I
email?
never cut my computer off. I ain't cut my computer off since 1997.
Are you sure you gonna get this email?
Bruh. When your
Officer
internet
Asa,
came
like,
on
what
a
is-
disc that you had to put in the computer and download
Yeah,
it
wait.
to the computer, bro.
Nah,
Your internet cut out. Hey, who on the phone? Hang the phone.
Hang the
yeah,
phone
your
up.
mama picked the phone up and
Bruh.
just cut the
Over
whole
with it.
internet off.
Over with.
That's what we got. Somebody just picked up the phone in the sanctuary.
Yo, it's crazy. I said that. I told a joke the other day, right? Then this is when I realized I've entered a new phase in my life. I told a joke, and I mentioned a Blockbuster card, and everybody sitting around me was like, "What the hell is Blockbuster?" And I'm like, "Yo, I'm the old man in the group now."
Do you know what Blockbuster
I'm
is?
like, yo.
Do you know what Blockbuster is?
Yes, I do.
What year were you born?
What is Blockbuster?
All right, so look, it's a movie.
No.
Can I explain?
You
started off wrong.
You're already wrong.
What?
We already know
it's
you
a
don't
what
know.
now?
It's a what?
Y'all got it, man.
No,
Y'all ain't gonna let me explain.
We just asked you to finish.
I know what he getting ready to say. Go
Right.
finish.
All right. It's blue and yellow, right?
What
What is it though? Yes, it's blue and yellow.
He has no idea.
It's like a Netflix before Netflix.
No, it was.
No, I mean, he
before
kind of right.
No, it was before Redbox.
He on the right track.
It was
I got a
before
question.
Redbox, but
What was the #1 rule when returning?
you rewind?
Shut up.
Come on, I was
Tell him.
I was at the last.
You know
I was
worked
at the
there.
end of it.
He was born in
I was
2007.
Bro, when he was
I remember seeing it.
Yeah, you was
But
doing
he
like
ain't
red box
but
and
He
all that
ain't
stuff.
never went to Blockbuster
No.
and got
checked out
the rent 2 get
when
one
he
free.
was
No, I think I went
born,
in
they
with
was
my
like,
Dukes.
we finna close Blockbuster.
They was going out
Right.
of business.
I was listening.
Yeah, they were going out of business.
Damn.
Yeah.
You wouldn't remember. You was like,
No, what he
young.
was
1 month
no,
old.
what he was getting ready to say when he was saying it was a movie. It's like, you know how when a movie is popular,
popular movie,
it's a block.
blockbuster
That's what
film.
he was getting ready to
I
say.
thought that's where he was
That's what he
going
was ready to
to.
say.
It's a movie place.
Wrong, exactly.
The way
Officer
times
Vanilla.
change.
Now he a prophet. He never,
Right.
never seen
Right.
a VHS
Hey,
before.
at least I wasn't born in 2000.
Don't
I mean,
do
that's
that.
true. You'd be 24 right now if you was.
Officer, listen.
Yes, ma'am.
I know this is gonna be hard to believe.
Oh, it's not.
If you starting off like that, then it's already right. Was she gyrating?
Why she wiggling?
You know what she about to.
Why is she wiggling?
I don't know.
You know what she about to tell you, right?
I am confused.
Guess what she about to tell you? What they always say about every?
There.
She worked.
I used to work.
Oh
there.
my gosh! You used to work at
No,
Blockbuster?
I got one better for you. I started out with Blockbuster Music, and then I got.
Damn.
I started because it's Viacom. So yes, I left. I used to work for Fat Tuesday, and one of the district managers used to come there all the time on his lunch break, and he said he loved my customer service. He wanted me to come work for him, and I started with Blockbuster Music, and then I went over to Blockbuster Video.
I got a question for you.
Blockbuster
Yes, sir.
Video.
Right.
Wow, what a difference.
Yes,
You
it
remember
is.
the jingle?
Blockbuster Video.
If you could put a number to the amount of
I was
jobs,
about to say.
101.
She got a diary.
give me a number.
She got a diary with every job.
101 damn jobs.
23.
No, stop playing.
Boo.
Hell
You
Stop
done
the
mentioned
cap.
25 on this
Stop the
on this
cap.
show.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap.
Listen, you know why? Because, okay, so for example, when I worked in the mall, for example, I worked for Lane Bryant, and I was a manager for
We're
both
not
of
finna
them.
go through all 25.
That's 3
of them.
jobs she just listed in 5
And
minutes.
listen,
It's 3 jobs.
I worked at Lane Bryant, and then that was my part-time job, and then my full-time was Blockbuster Music. So I've just always had two jobs at least.
So you only had 23.
So you can't have had 23.
No, I've had
Right.
maybe
Because that's an
more.
odd
2 times
number.
23
That's
is
That's an
like,
odd number.
you almost at 50.
Bruh, I know her resume is 10 pages
No,
long.
no,
she
yeah,
just-
you're right.
She
you're
had to
right.
pick which jobs to
put on the resume, right.
Trying to
The
get.
one
She was
she
like,
stayed at the
customer
longest.
service, but I used to
I
work
worked
as a
lot of places.
mortician,
I mean, I
but
worked
right
at
now I'm trying
Kmart. I worked at Publix. I done worked a lot of
to.
places.
You know what I'm getting from this? You're a
UPS.
horrible employee.
No, it's not that.
You
It's
was a
just
job hopping joker.
I'm okay with
No,
change.
she got commitment issues.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Don't be.
That's
I'm
what
just
it
okay
is.
with change.
So you real good at the job. You just quit when something new come along.
And then I'm always
Women
able to
like
go
you.
back. I give you 2 weeks. It's not a problem.
That means that you good at interviews, ain't you?
I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm awesome.
Yeah,
And
she-
then
I
I
can
get
tell.
there,
I
and
can
then I
tell.
don't like it.
Then
and
she
it's just
horrible
like,
at retention.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, they don't give me what they were promising.
Like
It's
what?
just-
What
the,
job
the
does?
money don't be
Yeah.
there. The money don't
No,
be there.
you know what? It's not about money because usually when I go from one job to the next, I'm making more money. So I've made really good money over, and I've had really good jobs. I work for the TSA. I've had
You used to search people at the airport?
Yes.
I know them niggas brought everything
Hey,
through
you used to
there.
be a bus driver.
Transportation security.
So why you ain't be
administration.
on security here since you not a search
Oh,
people so
okay.
good?
No,
Right.
because
Get out.
no, Miriam told me I talk
Get
too
out.
much and I would be a distraction.
Well,
I can see that.
That's what she told me.
Yeah, you always want to hug.
Supposed to be bringing all
Yeah.
kind of stuff into school.
Yeah.
They tempt her with a Coke and a
That
Pepsi.
part,
They be like,
that
oh,
part.
I dropped my Pepsi.
Take this sandwich.
Oh, you
And forget
noticed
this.
you did not see anything in this bag that was illegal. Oh, this Pepsi right here on the
Swapping
table.
snacks. So yeah, she told me I would be a distraction. So yeah, so no, I can't do security, but I understand
Shout out to
security. I'm with.
I don't know.
Listen,
I
I'm
might
for the
could- I
pat
could-
down.
I might could use you somewhere.
I've been on.
She's
time
qualified.
lately.
Yeah, I'm about to
She's
say.
We can make it 25 jobs.
Yeah, so no,
qualified.
I'm maybe close to about 40 though. I've had a lot.
Wait,
of
how you just
Oh,
wait a minute.
Because you got to think about it. How old I am. Seriously, I've had a lot of jobs.
I think about
You've
I've
been
had a
working
lot
a
of
new
jobs.
job every year since you were 15.
Since I've been on PSR, I'm on another job. I was with the pharmaceutical company for 3 years, and now I got a new job at a surgical institute. So I don't
You just
mind.
wash the knives.
I don't mind.
You just wash the knives. That's what
I
you
don't
do at a
mind.
surgical. You just wash the knives.
But no, I'm admissions.
Oh, you just sign the
Yes.
people who gonna learn how to
Admissions
wash the knife.
reception. Yeah.
They gonna learn how to wash the
Yeah,
knife.
They
see,
gonna
she
learn.
probably had to get
But
some
yeah.
jobs.
The lesson to learn here is don't put now on none of your offices.
Right, she
She's
gonna
gonna be in there for
she
6
gonna leave.
She like it
6
wasn't
hours.
given what it was
And she gonna be
promised.
on
And she gonna find something different.
Is that what that means?
That's
Yup.
exactly what
That is
that
not what
means.
that
Don't
means.
volunteer for none of Officer Matthias' office. You're not getting hired.
No stability.
Not getting hired.
She like it wasn't given what it was promised.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Hey,
But now I'm on the decorating
Somebody,
team.
one of your brothers said that last night. We ain't gonna call no names.
Said what?
Right.
He said that
It ain't what I want.
this
having
office is
fun.
not what I want. Look,
Oh,
Wait,
it ain't
wait.
fun no more. That's what he said.
It ain't fun no more, man.
Wait, so I wasn't here, so I
no.
Okay, so
We ain't
what
gonna.
happened?
We'll leave the brother nameless
Okay.
for now. We'll leave the brother nameless for now.
Brother
Okay.
nameless.
But what we have heard or witnessed last night was that the brother felt as if his offices is not fun no more. It's not giving what he expected.
What it was supposed to give. What you said?
Say word?
It's not giving him what he expected.
I hate them little gay terms.
Fails to meet expectations.
I hate them little sodomite terms.
He on the end. Whoever this is, he watched too much TikTok.
I don't, bro. Listen, I was baffled just hearing it from a brother. That's something a sister would say.
And also, at my job, this brother said,
Shalom, Officer Joel. Welcome to the show.
Welcome
to the show.
Uncle Phil.
I hope
Big Phil.
Hope Cat RA don't call.
Yeah, we about to go in.
But
Caps on man, please.
At my job, let me tell you how that's a worldly mentality. I asked the brother, like, hey man, what you trying to do to come up? He like, man, I ain't trying to stay here. I said, why not? He like, man, shoot, it's boring, man. Ain't no women up in here. It's just nothing but dudes. It's boring, man. I need some women up in here. He trying. I said, are you here to make a paycheck?
You can't.
I mean, what you talking about? Ain't no women up in here, man. Yeah. Hey, that's a worldly mentality. He talking about it got to be fun. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be fun.
That means that is an effeminate mentality.
That's what it is. That's crazy. You don't know what you signed up for. This is not a social club.
The Lord be your joy.
Right.
What's wrong with you,
bro? This ain't no social club, bro. This is an army.
Yes, sir.
And in the army, your superior officer is going to place you where it best fits.
Right.
There's no, what's in it for me? What's the fun in it? Bro, you have the wrong mentality.
Right.
Your job is to do the work of the Lord. Period.
As
you are here
as
a good
and
that's the scripture he pulled.
As
a good soldier, not as a good employee or a good person who wants certain benefits. No. That's not why you signed up.
Yeah, I think it goes to the mentality too of Officer Ace's generation, because so think about
don't know nothing.
think about being in the military, right? You have superiors. You're not gonna always agree with what your superiors say, but it ain't your job to like it. Your job is to execute and get it done for the better of the team, for the better of that military.
Right.
So you being in your emotions, you gonna mess around and get everybody killed.
Yeah,
right. You ain't gonna do your best job. That you're not gonna fulfill the task that's needed.
And the scriptures say to do it with your might.
Right.
We was talking about this morning. Me, Officer Aiden, and Officer Asa, when we was coming in, how
y'all rode together.
We pulled up at the same time.
Okay.
But as we was getting searched, we was talking about how you tired when you wake up. You get out of here late. You tired. You wake up. You look at the clock. You like
3 hours.
Boy, I don't know if I'm gonna make it today. If you operate in this truth off of zeal alone, you're not gonna last.
Right.
The brothers that try to operate just off zeal, they don't make it. Your discipline is what's gonna get you out of the bed and get you here whenever you lack the zeal.
Bro, I tell brothers that all the time. So when you hear, it's accountable to someone and accountable for someone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you always have to remember that. You're accountable to that office or whatever it is, and then you're accountable for someone else in that office. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mentality a lot of times you have to look at how we roll in this truth. Like, there's somebody that is looking for you to be there. Yeah. There's somebody that's looking for whether it's your guidance, your expertise, your spirit, your person. Somebody is relying on you to be there, and you have to know that. Guess what? I have to be here to show up for my brothers. Right. And then when you get here, you got to know that there's somebody else that I have to answer to make sure that everything else gets done. And a lot of time, like you said, you in it talking about it ain't fun no more. It ain't what it used to be. Like, man,
you have lost sight of the mission. At that point, you've lost sight of the mission.
Only thinking of himself.
Yeah. We briefly touched on that in the circle yesterday. Brothers was talking about how they were slothful, they worked 3 jobs, so on and so forth. But coming into this truth, it's a mindset shift where you should, when you come in, your mind should be shifted to this is the Lord's work and this is what I'm dedicated to. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And understanding that this is our profession, but we'll take on multiple jobs and stay away from the Lord's work to go and do our work, to go and get the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Man, please.
Not realizing you working backwards doing
I'm way more scared of Jesus than I am of the rent man.
Boy, what? What?
The rent man, all right. Jesus the one. Bro, can you imagine that? I never knew you. But didn't I go to camp all those days, Jesus?
I never knew you.
I never knew you.
And Officer Alicia said something heavy last night when you mentioned how even in the righteousness that we think we're doing now, the Lord look at it as nothing.
Filthy as a minstrel's cloth.
You running off fumes, you thinking, I've been at the school
He said,
16, 17 hours. The Lord said that is nothing compared to what you should be doing.
And I put breath in your lungs, so what?
Right.
Yeah, the scripture says that's your reasonable service.
Yeah.
Like, what are you expecting?
Exactly.
This is the job of a soldier, to execute and get it done.
Hardness.
Not for you to complain, not for you to be concerned about something being fun.
It ain't fun.
Military is not
Jesus.
fun.
Right.
If you think about this, and it just shows that our people are not ready for the persecution as a whole. When
Right.
you have the mindset that this has to be fun
He gonna
for
tell.
me to remain
Bring
in
it
this
out, bro.
office,
He gonna tell.
when you start getting put to death, what are you going to do? That's
Tell.
not fun.
Oh,
He
yeah,
gonna
he finna
tell.
tell.
He
That's
tell
not
him.
fun.
He tell him.
That's the type of
He
person
gonna tell
that you
for
don't
he gonna
want
tell
on
for
your
a
team.
hamburger,
You
and
can
some
find it in
french
Mount
fries.
Vernon.
Right.
That's real. That's real.
He gonna get him a cheeseburger, some french
The code
fries,
to the
and
gate.
a Coke Zero.
The code to the
He
gate
gonna-
is 12-12.
Yo, I'm telling you. It's
Bro.
just- we got a long way to go as a nation of people.
Bro,
Hey,
that's real, though.
let's get that script too that we brought out last night. What's that? Isaiah 64
Yes, sir.
and verse 6. Yep. I want to really touch on that, man, because that's real, bro. Because we thinking that we doing all this mighty work. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not, but we have to look at it from a grand scheme of things, bro. There's nothing that we can't go too far for the Lord, bro.
Right.
For all the sin that we were in and still are in, bro. None of our works can match up to the mercy that He has given us.
It's because when we read the scriptures, we're still reading the scriptures from a worldly mindset. We have to begin to view the scriptures through the eyes of godly men as gods, because we are the gods. Actions on a God level instead of man level.
Right.
Men, we think about, we always say it about how we're not just trying to take over one corner or one street block. We're trying to take over the world. That's God level thinking. So,
That's it.
Earth Blitz.
right.
Read that for me, soldier.
Isaiah chapter 64 and verse 6. But we are all as an unclean thing.
So we have to understand that we as a people, we are unclean. We are filled with sin. We have the desires of sin, right? And we still mess up, right? To the Lord, we are looked at as an unclean thing. And in the scriptures, that is what? He separates himself from uncleanness. That's what the law tells us to do, to separate, to detest unclean things, right? Read.
And all our righteousness, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags.
So our righteousness, the things that we do, the laws that we keep, the offices that we fulfill, the camp places that we go to, that's righteousness. But God said that's a filthy rag. A filthy rag is what?
Yeah, he said echo online.
There's an echo.
Who touched the button?
Come on, y'all. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Now, man.
Come on, man.
See, you be want to have mercy on IT, and then you sit in the position, and then you understand why leadership be getting so upset.
I don't know why y'all be so mad. It's just like it's like a baby doodling in a diaper. You know it's gonna happen.
So what's going on, y'all? What's that?
All you can is curse a
Still
little
saying
bit.
it online.
Kevin he should just sit down, and then things will start working.
Just curse a little bit when the baby doodling in a diaper, then clean it up.
And go on about your business.
Come on, man. You gonna quit? Use the potty. Use the potty. Come on now.
It make you lose the thought when you have to, when you things is rolling and then all of a sudden, hold on, internet went out. This happened, that happened.
But is he on the phone with customer service?
I don't. So,
I ain't never seen you on the phone with customer service.
Did the echo just start? Okay, so that means it's on the sound mixer. Somebody
He put
probably
his elbow
pressed
on.
one of the groups on. Come on, y'all.
Number one tech team.
Yo.
How is Officer Alicia on the show and
Giving directions.
and dealing
Push
with
this
IT?
button.
The tech team
he
is
missed
with the B
everything.
team on. we back us, but they the B team.
Right.
Right. Them boy JV.
Dang,
But I
not
can't use
JV.
JV, man.
Jeez.
She on the headset talking to Officer Alicia right now.
Hey, Officer Zakai, zoom in to Patient Saints Radio.
He like, get
Officer
Officer Alicia on the
Alicia
line.
They fixed it.
All right, he said it's good.
Okay, it's good.
All praises.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
he got it clear now.
Hey, listen, IT, get in the spirit back there. For real. Get in the spirit, bro.
Oh, I'm putting cases.
Sin
Hold on,
nobody.
you read that again, man.
Pelican Bay.
Isaiah chapter 64 and verse 6. But we are all as an unclean thing.
So again, like we said before,
Lights
we are
off.
all as an unclean thing,
And
right?
that soundboard.
Right. Straight up. We are all as an unclean thing. And again, like we said before, the Lord, excuse me, has to separate himself from uncleanness. Right. The law tells us that if we have any unclean thing, not to mess with it, not to deal with it, right? We don't.
Mm-hmm. And all our righteousnesses are as filthy rags.
So all the actions that we take, all the offices that we fulfill, all of the camps, all these different mighty things that we do, God said to him from his perspective is as a filthy rag. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all know what a filthy rag is? Yes, I'm sure y'all sisters know what a filthy rag is, right? What's the filthy rag?
A menstruous cloth.
It's a menstruous cloth full of blood. Right. That's how the Lord looks at our righteousness. Dang. So there's nothing that we can't go too high or go too far or go too hard for the Lord because the things that we're doing right now, he said, I detest that. Right. That's how we got to look at it. That's why we got to go harder and harder and harder because we know what we have is not acceptable. Right. But we got to keep striving because what the Lord gave us that mercy. Right. We got to, what's that?
That's crazy.
What?
When you think about when your wife separated, you be like, ugh.
Yes. And that's how the Lord looks at us. So you could be saying, yeah, man, I did an all-nighter. Yeah, we did. We hit every blitz. Yeah, we bringing it out. We doing the marches. Just all praise to the Most High God.
What your name is?
Huh?
I never knew you.
Right, yeah.
Right,
What's your name?
Right, exactly.
You ever look at a little pail in your bathroom when your wife separated, you go, ugh.
Yeah.
That's how we got to perform, bro.
You're like, ugh.
You got to keep it moving. And what was that script you pulled? What was that? Romans 12:1. It say reasonable service.
Yeah.
Let's get that.
Yeah.
And this is for anybody who has that mindset of saying, this is not fun anymore.
That's how they say it?
It's not giving me. That's what I'm thinking in my head, bro.
That's how I sound in your head.
It's not giving me what I wanted. Bruh, man the hell up.
Right. Our sister the hell up.
Come on, man. Read that. Romans 12:1.
Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
So your bodies, your life, that should be a living sacrifice. Meaning that everything that you do each and every day, you need to be sacrificing what you want, your desires, for the Lord's desire.
Right.
That's what a sacrifice is. We know.
Holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
That's reasonable. That's a bargain from us. From this side, our perspective, that's a bargain for us. Mm-hmm. For us to get the kingdom of God, this is reasonable. Just to make your life a living sacrifice. But guess what? That goes deeper than that, like the bishop brought out last night. That sacrifice goes into what? We're going to die. Many of us going to die for this.
He said
many of us going to die.
They waiting till all the prophets is killed. So I'm like, bruh, all of them got, bruh, yeah. And you talking about working about fun. You better be trying to get built up to hope you can withstand when that I do me and say, I'm finna cut your baby throat.
No, he over there.
Right.
This is
right.
This the code.
This ain't fun no more.
Right. This is the proving ground because right here, what we doing? Yes, we ain't really getting persecuted like that.
Right.
Nah. We go to the white man, you the devil,
Right.
Freely. Nothing happens.
No one's getting killed right now for calling a white man the devil in the street. You are not getting prosecuted because you got fired from your job. You was late 4 times last week.
Right. That's it. Straight up.
That's not prosecution. That's not persecution.
Yes. Listen, your negligence is not persecution.
Right.
It's not. Stop saying that, y'all, because I hear that too, man. I'm going through it, man.
My tire went flat. Ooh, boy, the Lord persecute.
Right, that ain't nothing. That's nothing.
That was happening to you before you came in the truth.
Right.
You were getting fired before you came in here.
You saw the threads on that tire.
Right.
Now it blow out. Oh, the Lord trying me. The bull is trying in the fire.
Nah, brothers taking trips and buying clothes. So, oh, the Lord, my light bill, I ain't got the money.
Right.
But you got some new shoes.
Right.
You went on a cruise.
I'm gonna go on quest 4, 5, and 6. Oh,
Come
the
back.
Lord trying my baby.
I ain't got no apartment no more. They came and put me out.
Lord trying me.
That's your bad decision making.
Lord ain't trying you.
Oh, goodness.
Chase trying you.
Right.
with them fees.
Overdraft fees.
Overdraft fee, boy. They add up, boy. Ooh, they add up.
And it seemed like as soon as your account go into negative, that's when everything do. Everything,
Everything
all
start coming out
the
at one
automatic
time.
payments coming out.
I ain't even gonna act like that my struggle. Nope, no Jesus, not my Jesus.
Dang.
That got nothing to do with me.
Nope.
But brothers really think those are trials. That ain't nothing. That is nothing.
Oh, I lost my Bible. What a trial. That's a trial.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I for that.
That's a trial.
Yeah,
My Bible.
Oh God.
That's a little tough.
Ooh,
I seen
boy.
Officer Lisha started his new Bible. I got nervous for him. I was like, you got to rewrite all that stuff?
Yeah,
It's
that's
hard,
crazy.
I ain't
man.
gonna lie, I've been thinking about giving me another
Bro,
one.
it
new
took me a
Bible
while to convert
thing.
too. It took me a while because I had this Bible for a minute, and I'm like, I don't want to transition
Feel
yet.
like you converted.
But
I'm gonna tell you what you do.
I
Also.
got to do it, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what you do. This is what I did.
What?
So when I first came into the truth, I bought a Bible like this, right? And I realized after like some years of kind of getting the Bible marked up, like I didn't want to have to learn a whole new Bible.
Right.
So what I did was I bought 9 more Bibles exactly like this. Exactly
I
like
got my
this.
favorite Bible
Because
too.
you know how like
It's like
sometimes-
Captain Amaziah would do.
but check it out. Like you may not always remember the chapter and verse, but
you remember what side of the page
you
it's
remember
on.
what side of the page it's on.
Yep.
I do that. So if I get the exact same Bible, all I got to do is just remember it was on this side of the page. You can find it.
Hey, that's why you. That's
what
how
you do.
often you should be in your book. That's
Yeah.
how often you should be in your Bible.
I don't know the verse, but I know it's on that.
It's on this page about this
all
right
the
now.
time.
Bro, I can't tell you how many times I done found scriptures doing that.
Or
She said, really?
Or you'll remember what color you highlighted.
That too.
Right.
Yep.
You're like, I know I highlighted that in orange.
Yeah.
So I do all the law. If it's a law, I do it in yellow. So I know if it's yellow,
Well, I
it's a
tried
law.
that. I started like that.
I used to color coordinate a lot.
It didn't last long.
I used to do that. I just write in pencil now.
That's it.
I was copying behind Officer Lisha because my last Bible started looking like a coloring book. It was
Yeah.
whole pages.
He write
up.
everything in pencil.
Yeah, I do.
Everything in pencil.
But
Your
all
second,
I have.
third, fourth Bible will never be as good as the first one.
See,
No Bible you have after the first one will never be that good.
That first one got me to an
man.
officer of 10,
Yeah.
but that first one got me through the door to an officer of 10. I probably was about to be I was like, oh, nigga broke in my car at a Pentecost.
And the mistake
that
most people
Wow.
make, the mistake most people make is when our first Bible is normally not a 1611. It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
a good
yeah.
sturdy Bible. So that
That's
first
why
Bible you
I still got.
tearing it up.
That's
that
why I still
can't
got.
be-
I still got
No.
it read because I'm so used to this.
Bruh, my first Bible, bro, I knew, but that thumb out that because of how small it was,
Yeah.
I could damn it.
that's
From
what
them,
I had
from them
too.
drills
Yeah.
at Camp 101 when
Yes.
they look,
I used to go win at
I
camp.
was close with that, but I was always close to the
Really?
book with that Bible.
Yeah.
But
This
that's
bigger
how-
one, it'd be like,
These sisters don't know nothing about that.
Well,
That's
no,
why I
to
said,
a degree,
bro.
to a degree, because like this is the first Bible. No, this is the first Bible I
That you
came
ever
with.
had?
But I
you
I
said the
know.
first Bible you ever had?
No, not the first one.
You don't know nothing
Don't
about
feel
that.
bad.
Truth
That
session.
that
Y'all
song's
open
that
Bible
song's
one
in
time
Proverbs
No,
Bible
this my
don't count.
city
got a
trend
collection
though.
of
You
No,
ain't-
seriously. Now y'all don't even want to know how many Bibles I have.
She got
I
a
collect
lot.
Bibles.
You just ain't used to read them.
Don't be like that.
She
But
don't
this
know
is
nothing about
this,
that.
This my city trend. I have one
What is
like
a
the
city
prophet.
trend?
City trend. What is that?
I got
What?
it from
Got
City
Bibles.
Trend.
They say a Bible.
Oh my God.
I
Yeah.
thought they only sell tight skinny jeans and hoochie mama clothes
And
No.
bubble
for the
jackets.
$5.
Bible.
No, they sell Bibles.
City trends.
Yeah,
City trends is fashion for less.
Oh, these good.
But I got one like you guys. But I can't separate.
I like this Bible
I
too.
like
It's my
it.
favorite.
I
You
like
got a
it.
City
My Lord
Trend
bought
Bible
this
too?
No, my Lord got this Bible for me on
All
Amazon.
praises.
Oh boy.
All
It's
praises.
looking like a coloring book, like you
Yeah,
said.
like you said.
Oh,
Like
so
a coloring
sweet.
book.
Hey, to each his own, man.
So
You know.
sweet.
Yeah.
As long as you get the word,
Yeah.
Right.
however you get it.
That's it. Hey, what happened at camp yesterday, man? I'm hearing there was a barrage of wicked women, demons.
Oh man, them
I think
demons-
at every camp there was the one that kind of charged the
Deuteronomy
camp.
22:5 was a
Yeah,
banger
we had one.
yesterday.
We had one down in Columbus.
I had
Columbus,
a
Georgia.
twerker at
Hey,
mine.
what you say she did, Carmella? What you say she did? She came up to camp and started panicking, and she started twerking.
She started twerking. Brother said,
If
"You
all
don't
that fails.
love God.
That's it.
You don't tell me I don't love God." I said, "Wait. I'm gonna show you how you don't love God." Deuteronomy 22:5. She started twerking.
Oh, God.
Folks are crazy.
The crazy sisters, that's their default panic mode.
Right.
Right.
Twerk. I don't know what else to do.
I'm nervous. Twerk. Man. I think I'm gonna get put out my house.
What is that?
Twerk. I'm gonna twerk on the landlord. Speaking of loudmouth women.
Speaking of it, let's bring to the video.
That's the segue right
Ooh,
there.
hand it out, you know.
That's the segue. I'm trying to get my Captain
Shamayo
on.
I'll drop it down, you know.
Yeah. Which one is that?
I just learned about that phrase last week. I ain't knew nothing about basketball phrases. Yeah.
Dropping down.
Drop it down.
That's an assist.
Yeah, let's get that
pass.
first. Let's get that
That's a
loudmouth woman. What's that number?
You just learned that.
Yeah.
Nobody care about no basketball shot.
Hold on, before we play the video, everybody, prepare yourself.
Look, calm
you
y'all,
are
like,
going to be annoyed.
Turn your volume down.
A couple ticks, because when you talk about a loudmouth woman, you getting ready to see.
Turn your volume down.
I couldn't even finish watching it.
It was I was starting to get a headache.
I was triggered.
Let's go.
What deacon that?
Trigger warning.
You can press
I
play
don't
now.
need them.
You talk to him
So
like this?
that's why it's important for
But
him
do
to
you
be
talk
that
to
kind
him
of
like
partner
this?
for me.
Do you talk to him like this?
Like what?
Like how you talking to us right now? Do you talk to him like that?
You over talking.
Yeah.
Like a lot of women.
Yeah, tell me you talk to him like
I'm
that.
gonna tell you something.
And you expect him to be a ride or die for you.
Can I say this? I ain't gonna say a
can't
lot of
believe
women.
you.
I was sitting here listening. There's no way in the fuck, because I done dealt with this.
Me
There's no
too.
way in the
Me
fuck.
too.
I'm gonna sit here and take you serious when you doing this shit to me. I got a mama. Or had. I don't need another mama. I need a partner.
Yeah.
My partner in business or anything ain't gonna talk to me fucked up and make me feel this big.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to touch on something you said earlier. I'm glad you went in like that. I want to touch on something you just said a few minutes ago. We're getting here.
Yeah.
We're getting here.
First of all, I don't want y'all to think that by me bringing that up, I'm talking down on my man. I'm using it as an example because I know that's how a nigga would do. A nigga would take the slightest little thing you say and try to make like I'm trying to belittle my man in front of you. No, that's not what I'm doing. What I am doing though is making sure you understand that when a woman has a vision and a plan for where she want to go in her life, she don't need a man telling her, oh, no, you don't need to go on
She can do it in the inside voice.
She don't need to go on
She can talk in the inside voice.
Yeah, what's wrong with the regular voice?
She can talk in the regular voice.
When a man talk loud, he's confident.
No,
When a woman talk loud,
no.
She's when a woman talk loud, she's just loud.
Yeah, because you know why? Because the women ain't supposed to talk like that.
So
Can I talk?
You're right.
Both of y'all, if y'all say
Okay, so
Bro, headache.
Look at her mouth right now.
There are so many issues with this
Look,
video.
hey, look how you pause that up mouth. Look at it.
Bruh.
She looked like a demon.
Crazy, man.
Listen, first off,
it's a
can
banshee.
you rewind just a little bit? Because I want to go through the whole thing, but just rewind to the part where she said about her needing a vision or wanting a vision.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No.
she's when a
No, go back a little bit more.
Regular voice.
She can talk in the regular voice.
when a man talk loud, he's confident.
Let's go back a little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, I want to touch on something. Right there, right there.
No.
Because I know that's how a nigga would do. A nigga would take the slightest little thing you say and try to make like I'm trying to belittle my man in front of here. No, that's not what I'm doing. What I am doing though is making sure you understand that when a woman has a vision and a plan for where she want to go in her life.
Stop. Let's deal with that.
Before we do that, can we get a definition of a banshee? B-A-N-S-H-E-E.
A ghost that be screaming.
Sister is a banshee.
She, what's the girl from Mortal Kombat?
Sindel.
But she yelling so much, she's sweating. Like you see her face.
Yeah, that demon. It's that demon, man.
Yeah, she's sweating. Full blown perspiration.
What's this?
This is the definition of a banshee. Do we got a
picture?
I mean, it's a different one that's.
No, that's a good one.
A female spirit who's wailing warns of impending death in a house.
Death to that man that marries her.
Like a banshee is a demon that screams and yells.
Go to images.
Yeah,
Bruh.
I see an image. Oh, damn. Just put
No, that one at the bottom right there.
To the bottom right. Or, that one too. That one too.
Put a nigger face on it.
Goodness gracious. Like, bro, like that's what that spirit is, bro. It's a banshee spirit, bro. You thought
When he paused the video, that's exactly how her hair was.
She
too.
looked. Her mouth was wide.
Just like
that.
that.
Hey, go.
Can you do side by side? Or is
She
that,
looked
that's too
like
much. Never
that
mind.
spirit.
Disregard what I said.
Gonna crash.
Right when she said a vision, she was like, like
she looked like that.
Go ahead, Officer Delicious.
Go back to that video. I'm
Put her face back on the screen. Yeah.
Go back to that.
Yeah, like-
and I want you to rewind to that point again. I want to
click back one second. Yeah, click back right there. Watch. What does she look like?
No.
Got a plan for where she want to go in her life.
So now, keep playing.
She don't need a man telling her, "Oh no, you don't need to go on."
She can do it.
So now,
Stop. Turn up.
So now, what she's saying is, in her loud ass voice,
Banshee voice.
in her banshee voice, is that when a woman has a vision or a plan, that she doesn't need a man to tell her about her vision. That is absolute BS. Right. A woman should not have a plan or a vision on her own.
Right.
Her job as a woman, if we go back to Adam and we go back to Eve, that was the first marriage. That is the prototype or the example of a marriage. When the Most High made Adam, he gave and then he gave Adam a vision. He gave Adam the objective. He gave Adam a job.
Right.
Then once that was established, then he brought on Eve.
Right.
Meaning, Eve is what? She is supposed to support him in what he has going on. Right. There is no such thing as woman basically having her own vision. If it doesn't align with the plan of the husband, of the Lord, of the ruler of the house. Right. This is the type of stuff that we deal with as a people right here. This right here is what we call, like we went over yesterday at camp. That's white supremacy.
Yeah. Right.
That right there is white supremacy. She may look at herself as a strong, independent black woman, but no, she is a white man in that house.
Esau looking at that and clapping his hands like, yeah, I got
standing
I
ovation.
I succeeded.
That right there is a standing ovation, bro. Damn, and again, we got to hit it. Matter of fact, no, just keep going. Keep going.
Voice.
She don't need to go on.
She can talk in the inside voice.
Yeah, what's wrong with the regular voice?
She can talk in the regular voice.
When a man talk loud, he's confident.
No.
When a woman talk loud,
no.
She's when a woman talk.
The problem with her statement is that she has a polluted sense of masculinity. Right. Because no man has to speak loud to portray confidence.
Right.
If the only reason why she's yelling like that is because she's trying to measure up to what a man is.
Right.
So since she has no form, no power, no authority, well, my idea of masculinity is let me scream, you know how what is it? They say like if you get attacked by a bear, you make yourself look big or whatever.
Oh, get out of here, bear.
She's trying to make herself look big to try to give the sense that she knows what she's talking about, and all she's doing is being loud.
Yeah.
Right. That only serves one purpose, and the scripture says is to drive away the enemy.
Yep, and
that's all it is.
We about to get it. Go to Sirach 26.
27.
Start at verse 14 first.
Okay.
Then we're going to jump to 27.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 14. A silent.
A what?
A silent.
A what?
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
So she's not a gift from God.
Nope. Read on.
And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
So a silent woman. Now that doesn't mean that you're going to be a mute. That you can't speak at all. That's not what the Bible's saying. The Bible is saying silent, meaning what? You are submissive. Once a man gives the direction, silent is you are submitting to the direction that he has. Now, that doesn't mean that you can give advice. Hey, what about this? Yes, that's what you're here for. But in silence, that right there is the opposite of silence. That's the opposite of being a gift from the Lord. She is a curse from the Lord. Banshee! She's a curse because she is doing the exact opposite of what the Lord actually has for a woman. Read on. Read that last line again. And there is nothing.
And there's nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
So as women, your mindset should be on instructions. What do I need to do to help my Lord? Your mindset should be ready to receive instruction. Period. Period. That's what your mindset should be. So if you're talking about if I have a vision and this and that and the third, you're not following what God says. You're not a woman. You're not a wife.
Right.
You're just a female with womanly parts. That's all you are. You're not a wife. Jump over to verse 27 now.
Verse 27. A loud crying woman and a scold shall be sought out to drive away the enemies.
You see that? And that's what the officer just brought out. The only thing that she's good for is driving out the enemies. That's your only job. Is to scare away enemies and the adversary.
Bro, that's a Sandy Hill, boy.
I'm trying to tell you.
She a
Can I
Sandy
get
Hill.
one?
I got. Go ahead. I got you.
Go to Proverbs chapter 21. Proverbs 21 and start at 19.
Proverbs chapter.
Matter of fact, read verse 9 first, and then we're gonna jump to 19.
Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 9. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house.
Boy, it is better for you to live in a corner in the attic than to have to live in a mansion with a woman that has a brawling and contentious spirit. That's this woman here. That's the type of woman that once she figure out that her fussing and her yelling and her loud talk has no effect, guess what the next step is?
She gonna stab
now
you.
I'm gonna try to put my hands on her.
She gonna stab
now I'm
you.
gonna try to, because what they're doing is they're showing her she has no power. You're loud yelling and yapping.
They never raised their voice.
Not once.
The men didn't raise their voice
Not
at all.
once.
She's the only one yelling.
And it goes back to what you said. She's trying to measure up to being a man, but she can't. She can't in any way, shape, or form. So what is the next step? Now my yelling isn't working. Let me put hands on you. Jump down to verse 19 now.
Verse 19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness.
So it's better to be homeless. And up top, it said it's better to live in the corner of the housetop. Here, it's saying it's better to be homeless, read.
Than with a contentious and angry woman.
And that's exactly what she is. She's triggered. She's angry by something that they said. She couldn't even let him finish the thought.
Right,
She cut him off mid-thought. Because what?
As they were saying, you keep cutting me off.
She just validated their point.
You know why women do that? When women cut off men in their speech, what they're saying is, you can't tell me nothing.
Right.
What you have is what I have within my head is more valuable than what you can tell me. So I'm not listening to anything you said. The scripture just said that your mind must be well instructed to receive instruction. When women cut you off like that, they have no respect for what you have to say or what you have to bring to them. Period.
Yeah. Speaking of, we went over that, and it's a mind well instructed. But she was saying her vision. Go to Numbers 30.
Right.
Start at 3.
Oh, but they don't like this one.
We'll start at 3. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, when we get to what we're about to read, this is the idea of a woman with a vision, because she's literally asking the Lord for something. That means that's her idea, her thoughts, what she wants.
Right.
You understand? We would call that now a vision, right? A idea of where she wants to go.
Right.
All right, so let's see what the Lord say about that. Let's read that. Numbers 30, start at 3.
Numbers chapter 30 and verse 3. If a woman also vow a vow unto the Lord and bind herself by a bond.
So this is a prayer. This is her praying, and she's telling the Lord, hey, Lord, I want to grow some tomatoes. And if you let my tomatoes flourish, I will surely serve you. I'm just giving an example of that. Read.
Being in her father's house.
So now this is one that don't have a husband. She living with her father, right? He said, and her father, but let's jump to 5. We're going to get to the point. Jump to 5. So this is a woman living in her father's house, vowing. She's divulging her plan to the Lord. Read.
Verse 5. But if her father disallow her.
Wait. What do disallow mean? Not allow. That means he can stop that vision. Yep. He can stop that vow. Whatever she think that she's planning to do. Why? Because there's nothing like a mind well instructed. He may look and say, she don't even have the capability of that. She's not that consistent. You know what I'm saying? She's not that disciplined. Read on.
But if her father disallow her.
Don't allow it. Read.
In the day that he heareth, not any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand.
The Lord say, if the father don't think that that's a good vision, he can stop it. Right. And none of it comes to naught. None of it has any validity. It says it can't stand. Right. Read on.
And the Lord shall forgive her because her father disallowed her.
Look, the Lord say, I'm going to give you a pass because a man stood in the way and said, this ain't right, because you was about to get yourself in some trouble. Something that you couldn't handle and something you couldn't pay back. All right, jump down to Jump to 7. Let's go to read 6 and 7.
And if she had at all an husband.
So now this is a married woman. Unlike this one, because if anybody married that thing, he surely lives in the attic.
I feel bad for him.
He dwell in the corner of the roof.
He got a cot.
Well, he in the attic like, this is nice.
Hey, he probably chained up there. Yeah. Can't go nowhere.
People under the stairs. Read verse 6.
And if she had at all an husband, when she vowed or uttered aught out of her lips, wherewith she bound her soul.
So this is her again. She's married, and now she's stating her vision. She's asking the Lord to help her in her endeavors, right? Jump down to verse 8.
Verse 8. But if her husband disallowed her.
So now you got, the daddy could say no. When you leave daddy house and go to your husband's house, husband can say no. Mm-hmm. But when a woman got their vision, the Lord just said, that vision can always be checked by a man. It can always be nullified or disallowed by the man that's over you, because there's supposed to be a man over you. Right. Read.
On the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, of none effect.
The Lord say it means nothing once that man stands. So that's just like your husband come in and you like, yeah, I think I want to start sewing shirts. You like, you ain't picked up a sewing machine a day in your life. Now, I'm not saying you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? He said, hey, maybe we start with something smaller.
Right.
Like a sock. Knit a sock. You know what I'm saying? Knit something little. Knit a baby shirt. Well, why you trying to hinder my I'm not trying. I'm trying to show you that you not that consistent. Right. You don't have the discipline yet. I done bought all this other stuff in here that you ain't never finished.
Right.
It's just a whole bunch of damn baby socks and Pampers. You was finna, we ain't got time for that. And this and all that. We not playing with you.
That's because men are going to see the vision a lot of times on a logical basis. We're going to look at it objectively and look at it from the logical side. Women, they don't operate like that. They're going to want to do something, and it's strictly off of emotion. It's off of how I feel.
Right.
So that's why the Lord gave men that power, because we're going to look at things from a practical and logical standpoint.
Bro, did you see the video of the man at I think somebody posted in the Telegram, like Men Unlogical, and he had three baby seats, and he was going in Home Depot.
Oh yeah, he had the cart where he was trying to work out how to put. I saw that.
Bro, somebody white with a KO. I'm always gotta be the one with the babies. Meanwhile, the man like, I'm finna
figure this out. I'm
finna go get this wood.
Yep.
No Diddy.
You made a good point though. In this verse here, it shows you that a woman is not, she always has a man over her. She's supposed to go straight from her father's house to her husband's house. So there's never a period in a woman's life where she's making decisions and she doesn't have a man to guide and temper those
or even have a thought that's independent of the man, because she's talking about her vision.
Exactly.
Right. That ain't gonna work.
This one here, boy.
Get a script. Yeah. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 13. Because we met, the spirit is in men to lead, to understand the Bible. Because this sister, she ain't even let the brother continue speaking. Right. You know what I'm saying? Cut him off in his speech. But we had a spirit on us to be humble and be quiet. But the sister, she don't know that, because she thinks she's one of us. She thinks she a man. Read what you got.
Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 13. He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him.
So she don't know that. That's why the brother said, hey, why you interrupted me in my speech? She don't know that, but she thinks she one of us though. Right. But she don't know that simple rule, like, man, be quiet. Let me continue talking. Let me get my point across. God says it's a folly to us that if we do that, you know what I'm saying? That's if the man do that. But guess what? She trying to be the damn man, though. Yep.
But even in her trying to operate like a man, she's showing that she can't, because if you pay attention, when she was speaking, they didn't cut her off. They let her finish her thought before they made their points. So
but she want to be like that.
In a lot of our relationships, that's how it go. Men really very rarely be yelling and hollering at women.
Right.
I mean, and any man that get to hollering and yelling at a woman, like, bro, you have lost control.
Yeah,
you are.
Bro, I was just
broken arrow
last night, bro.
Hey. Broken arrow. This thing is off the rails. But they, a lot of times with their mind, they take any form of non-agreement to their point as yelling. Like, just your normal voice of, that don't make no damn, you don't, like, calm your ass down. I do not have to agree with what you saying, bro. What you talking about?
Natural men can't normally yell like that.
Yeah, we can't do it long. If I start yelling to you, I'm ready to fight now.
Right,
and I'm ready to fight.
They can do that for like
I'm aggressive
30
now.
Yeah, you start making me, I want to fight now. Because I'm like, bro, at this point, I'm yelling, bro. It's time to, man, fuck all this talking, Cole. You know, so that's how you could tell men don't usually yell. And when you do see men yelling with women, it usually will turn into some form of physical aggression. Because for us to go through that level of emotion, we can't stay there long with, like, they doing that out of nothing. That's just screeching to them. It ain't even no feeling with that. Us, when we get that loud, I'm telling you, but if I gotta talk to you too loud, I might lose this fight when I'm finna squirrel your beat. I'm tired of you talk too much.
Hey, let's finish that video because there was something else I wanted to hit on.
Okay.
Let's finish that. Or did you lose it?
It's out of there. Oh God, we gotta listen through it again.
He's when a woman talk loud, she just talk loud. He's confident.
No,
when a woman talk loud,
no.
She's when a woman talk loud, she's just loud.
Yeah, because you know why? Because the women ain't supposed to talk like that.
So can I finish?
Can I finish?
Both of y'all.
You're right.
Fuck both of y'all. If y'all say that I'm up here being some type of way because I don't need neither one of y'all for shit, and you're not gonna sit up here and talk condescending to me either. Because yes, I am a strong woman, I am a empowered woman, and I don't take shit off of no nigga. I don't give a fuck if he my daddy, my brother, my man.
Stop. That's the point I wanted to make. Bruh, it's going to come out, bro. It's going to come out in her speech. She has no regard to any man within her life.
None.
Because
there are none.
If you can disrespect one man, you're going to disrespect every man. I don't care if that's your granddaddy, your daddy, your brother, your son. If you don't have a level of respect just for men, period, you will disrespect everybody. So all that stuff is just fake.
She's acting like that with the camera on. Imagine what she doing at the house.
Bro, she probably ready to tell us, nigga, my nuts hang the same way your nuts hang, nigga.
Look at her. At first she was yelling and fussing. Now she got the mic in her hand. I'm telling you, it's getting to the point where she ready to hit somebody.
But look at their face. Look at Bruddy's face.
Right.
Because they know.
Why are you so upset?
Right.
Bro, like, what, man?
Hey, y'all, I'm telling you, she would act way different. It was Caucasian in there.
Oh, but nah, she wouldn't have did none of that.
No. She would have been, man. She would have been.
It's white supremacy,
soft
bro.
Talking and everything.
All that's white supremacy.
Man, that's crazy.
She was talking like she on the NAACP commission board. Finna get some funds.
Look, she like she about to cry. They looking like,
bro, it always turn into crying with them
bro.
after all that yelling, bro. They do all that to start crying and talking about you hate them. Like, bro, nobody ain't said nothing yet. You used to do that? Let me guess. You had a job as a screamer.
I don't know. I can kind of look at your face.
She was a professional arguer.
No, Dick hit. Dick used to hit.
No, listen.
Yeah, she used to fight.
She used to hit.
I've never been fired. No.
No.
You said you used to punch.
No, never.
Uncle Carmela said you used to be a hitter, and she said, I've never been fired.
No, she was saying something different next to me.
I did say
But no, she was
I
saying
was
something
never fired on nobody.
I've never been a brawler like a.
No.
I wasn't even. No.
You never raised your voice?
So how you?
Oh no, I did raise
lot?
my voice.
Oh, so you was a banshee.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
Sound like a
no,
terrible.
not
wait,
like that.
no.
A banshee with limits. So you know what it is. You know why?
She said with limits.
Because you don't want to
There
look.
is no limits.
You don't want to look crazy. So yeah. So
She quit the conversation.
But the moment you start yelling,
Yeah.
you look
Once
crazy.
you start yelling, you
absolutely
already
do.
in the wrong.
That
You
part,
crazy.
but you know why? I never seen like the women around me do that. So no, it was just they was classy. So you ain't doing all that yelling and screaming and stuff.
So what you was doing?
But you know what? Now what I did do, not so much with not dealing with a man in relationship, but when I start to raise my kids, because I did the single mama thing. Me and my son had this conversation the other day. I was like, "Why you so
brought that
loud?"
on yourself.
I did. But my son, I said, why you so loud? He said, Mom, you don't remember when we was young, you used to always be loud. And then when y'all was bringing it out, like how you have to elevate your voice, their dad never talked to them like that. He was always very monotone, very assertive when he spoke. You guys are always very assertive when you speak. You're never loud. Yeah. But I did have to be loud dealing with them thinking, because, again, I am a female. So in that respect with my sons and stuff, but never with men. I was never like that.
Yeah, a man
so
never
you
has to
scream on your sons all the time.
Yeah, I really did.
Because you thought that was how to get through to them.
Shoot, they were 11 and 12, big like you. So yeah, and I ain't but 5'5". So yeah, I did do that with them. But as far as men and stuff, I was never like that. Yeah, they were always big.
You belittled them men. You turned them men soft.
Listen,
it took me a long time to reverb from my mama doing that.
Absolutely, yeah. And we talk about it now. So yeah.
Healing.
There's another
video.
Getting
these Bible and getting this scoop.
Let's come back out.
Right.
And we gonna let's watch this video that leads up to this behavior, right? Because there's a precursor to this. There's a reason why she feels as though that this is acceptable, right? And this sister right here will explain it. Go to the one on the very end. That one. Yes. Let's see what this sister got to say.
Just press play.
Hi, guys. I'm about to dive into a topic that most people skirt around because
that already
they don't want to
ruffle
ruffle
she's
feathers.
speaking soft. Like it's a stark difference from
the
one
Lord,
video to the
Lord
next.
said, "Don't trust a courteous woman, bro." he said, "Better is the churlishness of a man than a courteous
I'm just
woman,
saying,
bro."
it sounds better than what we just listened to.
You might can listen to it.
It's a good change to your eardrums.
You know what I'm saying? My eardrums get a rest. No, look at the face. Look. So there you go. That's what you're talking about right there.
That's
so it sounds good, but that's the face you're gonna get.
Dang. All right, come on.
Hi, guys. I'm about to dive into a topic that most people skirt around because they don't want to ruffle feathers. But I'm not most people. You've seen it. I've seen it. We've all seen it. The dreaded lack of accountability in women. In today's society, we're force-fed this narrative of female empowerment. And I get it to a certain extent, but we are seriously missing the mark when that empowerment is mistaken for entitlement and accountability is thrown out the window. We're caught up in a world that shields women from accountability, a world that allows, encourages, and even incentivizes them to escape from the consequences of their actions. See, women always like to talk about double standards when it suits them. However, they fail to realize the double standards that are out here that work in their favor. This goes back to childhood. A little girl is raised to be able to get away with more things than a boy. A little girl can lie, get caught in that lie, and be let off the hook way easier than a boy simply because she's a girl. Her punishments will typically be way more lenient than a boy. Boys are raised almost from the start to take accountability and that is key. This disparity subconsciously teaches little girls a sense of entitlement. This teaches her that she can get away with anything simply because of her gender. They learn to avoid responsibility.
Yo, it's a sister in the comment when we was the last conversation we was having. She was like, "Yeah, it's the man's fault."
It's the man's fault.
She said it's the man's fault.
Surely.
Now look, she got a point.
I agree.
Because how many of us, would treat your son different than your daughter in discipline and structure, right, and consequences? Many of us are at fault for that. But guess what? It's only detrimental to the woman. It's only detrimental to the woman. I'm telling you. Because often we'll look at the woman, the daughter, she's pretty, she's precious. Yes, that's the case. But as men, as fathers, we have a responsibility to build them up in the way that she should go. We are supposed to be building her up to set her up to be a submissive wife. So when she goes off, when she talks back, when she misplaced something, when she is disobedient, you have to be on them just as hard or not even harder than your son. But for some reason, we do the opposite. We would get down. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, the son needs to be disciplined as well. But we have to make sure that we are doing the same thing or even more to that daughter. Y'all see that? Oftentimes, I'm telling you, we will fail at this as fathers. Go to Sirach 42. Because give me this and Numbers 12 as well. Those two I want. Because the actions of that last video is because there was nobody there. Yep. Or there was nobody who was, because Somebody may have been there, but they wasn't actually doing what they were supposed to do to raise up that woman. Right?
The Banshee, right?
The Banshee.
Yeah,
The Banshee.
She hated her daddy.
She could have, or the daddy was just there and just allowed certain things to just manifest. You know what I'm saying? When he seen that disobedience, he should have, checked that at the door.
Yeah.
But I guess the father failed to do it. Read that. Sirach 42, and I want start at verse 9.
Sirach chapter 42 and verse 9. The father waketh for the daughter when no man knoweth, and the care for her taketh away sleep.
So the care of your daughter, because I just have a newly born daughter, right? This is my first one, right? So I'm seeing things in a different light, right? It say that fathers are supposed to lose sleep because they care so much about the development of their daughters, right? But here's the point of what we should be trying to avoid as fathers. Keep reading.
And the care for her taketh away sleep when she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age.
So if we're not getting on those daughters, she would go out there and be promiscuous, and she would give up her goods. Because we're not holding them in strictly, she would go out there and be loose and be a whore and go out there and give her virginity to some nigga, right? Read on.
And being married, lest she should be hated.
Hold up. And being married, lest she should be hated. Read on.
In her virginity, lest she should be defiled, and gotten with child in her father's house.
Read.
And having an husband, lest she should misbehave herself.
That's what I want right there. Damn. If the father don't do what they're supposed to do, their daughter will grow up and misbehave themselves as adults. They will misbehave themselves as wives. That right there, what we seen before was misbehavior. Right. Nobody checked that at the door because the father, the mother, somebody around there saw that.
Somebody failed.
But they ain't do nothing about it. Oh, she's so delicate. Oh, let's just give her another chance. No, to hell with that.
Bro, she learned that at the HBCU.
Yeah.
May have. But the point is, ain't nobody checked it at the door. No, somebody was supposed to check that in her youth. Right? Now, jump to Numbers 12.
You gotta keep reading down. Verse 11.
Oh, there's more. Hold up.
Yeah, read verse
Go
11.
back. My bad. Go back. Read that. 42 and 11.
Sirach chapter 42 and verse 11. Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter.
Oh. It say keep a watch over a shameless daughter, meaning that you acknowledge that your daughter is shameless.
She ain't right.
We're not going to just look over that and just going to neglect that. No. When you see a shameless daughter, you got to admit, damn, my daughter is shameless.
Right.
That's the first thing you got to admit. Damn, my daughter's a hoe. She got hoe tendencies.
Right.
So now I got to put things in place to
prevent that.
Yeah, just to deviate that
behavior.
That behavior. So one thing, we got to be real with ourselves. Once you see your daughter going off and she's being shameless, you need to check it at the door, right? Now.
Keep reading.
There's more?
Yep,
keep reading.
Lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies.
Now you going to be the mockery. Oh, that's your daughter? Oh, that's your one over there twerking on the street corner? Oh,
could you imagine the gates of Jerusalem? And they come out and they laugh and they like, it's the daughter of the twerker. They're like, Elisha, your daughter was twerking, not the walls.
Listen.
Your daughter was on Zerubbabel's wall twerking.
Right.
Bro, she's shameless.
Verse 12?
That's my Jerusalem voice. I'm sorry.
Keep going.
I can't imagine.
Just keep reading down.
Keep reading down.
And a byword in the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude.
See that? I was right.
Read on.
But that shame before the multitude, look at how our women are being represented to the world.
Right.
Because what is the ideal or the thought process when you think about marrying a black woman as opposed to any other nation of women? What is the stigma that goes with our sisters versus that of another woman? Right? It's known that our women are loud. It's known that they are aggressive. It's known that it's known these things are known.
No other nation of women have that stigma.
Mm-hmm.
Right. None of them. It's just our people.
All Israelite women now. I'm gonna tell you, because them Northern Kingdom ones, they amongst their people, they know it.
Like Bishop say, they black too. We just say, yeah,
yeah, them. They cut. They like to stab.
What you got? You
said
verse 12?
Me no negro.
That dude told me that.
Go ahead, bring that out, and then we're gonna jump. Verse 12.
Verse 12. Behold not everybody's beauty.
So just going back to your point as far as the cute little girl, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to still check that young sister. That's just the point about the beauty part.
You got to bypass all that cuteness and all that delicate, all that.
But guess what? That's why a lot of them act like that because, and the point was that the men it's the man's fault, and I do. I mean, that was the comment that Officer Sarai has. Somebody made in the comments that it's the men's fault, but that kind of leads to like that whole thing is like there were men that supposed to check that the same way that the Lord said of Miriam, if her father had but spit in her face,
that's where Officer Alicia was going.
Yep. Right.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that means there's a man that was supposed to check all of those behaviors.
Right.
You know, he was supposed to check all of those behaviors. And a lot of times, it's those cute demons that get the pass and be, you know what I'm saying, the worst one because you let it slide because you wanted something from her.
Exactly.
Because you wanted something from her, you allowed that bad behavior to continue. And I'm not saying as a father that that's what you were doing, but a lot of times, they don't come out the house that bad. They run into a male, and I ain't saying a man, they run into a male that wants something from them.
And let them get away with murder.
And then, and they pretty much, contour or build those bad habits in them sisters, you know what I'm saying? Because they want something from you. Like, man, she's just talking crazy. The whole time you should have said, you don't shut your ass. Who you talking to? Be quiet. Sit down. Let me finish talking.
Red flags be all in your face. You just disregard them.
The problem is so deep, man, because it goes down to the degradation of our nation. Because as men, we allow that because we can just hit it and leave.
Right.
Next problem. So it's no need. I really don't have to check the behavior because as soon as I get what I want,
I'm gone.
Dip out to the next one.
But
but if you had to marry that woman, now I have to check the behavior because this the only one that I get. I get another.
If you marry that,
I have to get
asking
it
for
in check.
problem.
Well, but that's what he's saying. If you married it before, it got to, you know what I'm saying? Can you imagine how many spirits is in that woman?
That's a heap of
bruh, she got legions in her between her thighs. Like
Yeah.
she got legions in her thighs, bruh. It's like it's just.
That's why the scribe. You understand?
It look like the
why
wall
scribes and Pharisees
on
said
what's
it's
that
better to
movie
not
with
get married.
with Keanu Reeves when he was the lawyer and the devil and he went in his
Devil's Advocate.
Devil Advocate. Remember he went in his office and that wall was like.
That what she got in her? She channeling the spirit of.
But that's because
Jerome.
all of those different, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you where you see a lot of that at, and that comedic and that spiritual black righteous space
woman is God.
community, bruh. You be like, bro, what is wrong with these? That's because all them little,
all them demons.
The spirits coming out up
From
on
all them ancient Egyptian Negroes.
My yard.
Hey, let's pull that script and then I think you got a video for us, right?
Numbers 12.
Officer. Yeah, let's get that Numbers 12. And then we're going to move on. Numbers 12 and what's that? Verse
14.
Verse 14.
Numbers chapter 12 and verse 14. And the Lord said unto Moses, if her father had but spit in her face, she should not be ashamed 7 days.
So now, we're speaking about Miriam, right? Miriam, she got out of pocket. She was out of order. She started ragging against her brother Moses because of his leadership. She felt as though that she was on the same level. But the Lord said, you know what? It starts with
her own vision.
She had her own vision. She thought just because that they was raised together, whatever the case may be, she think that she's on the same level as Moses.
God
and you
dealing
were
with you,
not.
he gonna deal with me
What
too.
you said? I'm the one put you in the little basket.
Right,
For me.
because right. So
you here because of me.
That's real.
They would have killed you if I didn't put you in the thing and give it to the princess.
Right. But guess where that starts from? The Lord said, no, we're not going to blame Miriam. Yes, she's going to be the one that takes the consequence. But he said, I am on the Father. He said, it was your job to spit in her face. Now, we ain't talking about just a loogie.
It means to correct.
We ain't talking about that, but we're talking about we're raising the voice and the spittle is coming out because you misbehaved yourself.
Right.
That's what that goes into, and that's what men or fathers have to do. That's why fathers are so important within the household because we are supposed to be spitting in that face when you go off. Because we want you to redirect that behavior.
Right.
So
correct.
So
That's it.
So the father is supposed to establish a level of fear and reverence.
Exactly. It makes a difference
within his daughter.
Exactly. It makes a difference.
I always wonder how that really looked. Was it like how he said, like, be quiet and a little tink, or
it's spittle,
right?
When
Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Because we be trying to put ourselves in like this time of how it would have happened, but you in the middle of the desert. You just came out of real for real slavery. I mean, or even as a little, somebody like we don't think that could have been a. She was talking loud, and then I took him to the prison.
You ever seen the video where the baby crying, they slap him with the slice of cheese and they just stop? That's what that is. Spit in the face,
But you got to think of the audacity of Miriam. Moses he turning rods into snakes. He's calling God is using him to be sending all these different plagues. He parted the Red Sea, and then you gonna make yourself equal to that.
No, she said.
She said.
And he married that ugly African.
You on this man's level.
He ain't stay with our people. Look at that. Look how he got
That's
her.
what it was.
Look how he got her walking with us.
That's what it was. That whole time, bro. That whole time. Moses doing all them signs. She was like,
Daddy giving him plans. Look at that.
I seen when he was growing up. I used to change your diapers.
I put you in the thing and bought mama as your wet nurse.
She was covetous of the position that Moses had.
You wouldn't even be here if I ain't put
because
you
she
in
was
the
the older
basket.
sister, so she couldn't give that up. Like how? Like
she probably was running
as a little boy.
Aaron. She was running Aaron. Aaron, shut up and go telling people to make some more straw bricks.
What Miriam didn't realize is that the Lord could have used anybody to put Moses in that basket.
Yeah.
He didn't need you.
Right.
He just happened to choose you.
That's why 3 times in the Bible God said, "I chose a man."
Yep.
Shut your mouth up.
Yep.
Shut your mouth up.
Can we
probably like a hard slap.
6 real quick.
I was just there. Go ahead, bro. Bring it out. I was just there.
Ephesians 6:1.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right.
So children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Go ahead.
Honor thy father and thy mother, which is the first commandment with promise.
So Paul is expounding on the commandment in Exodus chapter 20 about honoring your father and your mother. It said, honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise. Going back to Exodus 20 and 12. Go ahead.
That it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth.
So the Lord said the promise is that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth. Meaning what? The Lord is giving you a promise that you're going to be all right if you listen. You grow up in the admonishment of the Lord. Read on, verse 4.
And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath.
So provoke not your children to the Lord's wrath. So just going back to the point where we just reading in Numbers chapter 12, if the father established that discipline and corrected and checked that child, guess what? That child would not be in the midst of the Lord's judgment. Read that verse again.
And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord.
So that's that going into that checking them according to the word of God, getting them right. If you do that, the Lord said you're going to be well. Your child going to be well. You ain't got to worry about them getting in the midst of the Lord's judgment.
That's it. So, hey, daddy's got to get their balls, man.
Right.
Get
your balls back, brother.
Hey, what? You had another video for me, Officer Uzziah? Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that.
Why is it that some men prefer to make a woman a baby mother before they make her a wife?
Yeah, I mean, I think from a male perspective coming into it, the fact is that the bar is on the floor, right? It's way easier to get asked from y'all than it is for us to go about the full process of a relationship and go through marriage. And I think that right there is the problem, right? Reality is that if a man has a certain status, a man has a certain swagger, a man has a certain money, then he can just skip through all of the little hurdles that's supposed to be there, barriers that's supposed to be there, vetting that's supposed to be there, and just get right to that. Right, so as long as that's the case, then we're gonna see these type of men, but it's gonna take women to stand firm on what it is that they want. If you want marriage from this man, you demand marriage from this man, and not only demand it, but withhold benefits until you get marriage from this man.
Once again, this and this is the problem that I have with the situation.
Yeah,
you again. So, and I'm gonna preface this by saying, we wanted this.
Yeah.
We wanted the hoes. In the world, we wanted the hoes.
Hey, that was Orange Crush.
I remember, but it's the weird thing is this: young men, I think, at a young age, males or boys are more romantic in the idea of love and marriage than girls are. For girls, it's Disney fairy tale.
Yes.
For little boys, it is I love like that girlfriend that you get in 14. You like, all right, this the only one I need until she do something.
Right.
Once she do something,
where the hoes at?
Then they turn to where the hoes.
And she gonna do something.
You know, and she gonna do something. She is going to that other guy, the one who he might have had some Timberland boots, and all you had was some K-Swisses.
Oh, he got a call.
You know what I'm saying? That's some 1995 drama that y'all
was kind of hard though.
Yeah, but when Timberland boots hit the South. When Timberland boots
not my generation.
When Timberland boots hit the South in 1995, then it was maybe 94. You ain't got no Timberland boots. Oh, you ain't got no money.
Nah, but I was never
you know what I'm saying?
Boots,
but
we had the polo boots.
But
we had the polo.
Right.
Polo.
Yeah, that when the polo boots but the polo boots didn't start coming out till the Timberlands and everything had done hit the scene. And anyway, long story short, but this was something that in our wickedness we said we wanted. This is because guess what? We was watching the videos, Tupac and them. I get around, better. Round and round, we go.
We watching Nelly.
Yeah, I mean, but and all of those things that we were seeing, it was where the hoes at. We looking for the hoes. Then you running around the neighborhood trying to find the freaky one, the little easy one, and everybody tell you, oh, she'll let you do this too. And we wanted it, and we promoted it, and we kept doing like what this man said. It was easier to just have sex with y'all and move on. Matter of fact, give me Leviticus 19 first. Let me Leviticus 19.
That's real, bro.
Because we asked for this. The crazy part is we asked for this. Because everybody was like, man, don't trust them because you're going to love her. And then she going to cheat on you. But this was what was taught to us. This was what was ran through our minds. So those young romantic boys begin to be distrustful. Like,
but
I ain't dealing with that.
But in the world, when a man marries you, men marry because they love that woman. A lot of times women don't marry because they're in love. Like men, like he's really thinking, okay, I'm going to be with her. We're going to raise children. We're going to do this thing. She's looking for something else. Like it'd be a whole nother agenda for her.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's why we ruin men in the world because again, we go in there with a whole different concept. You looking for security, this, that, and the third, the bag. The women be trying to secure the bag.
And right, but that man, he's already thinking about how he's gonna take care. I gotta feed her now.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if y'all even really know this, but little boys as they growing, they get a girlfriend. The first thing they start thinking of is how to take care of her, how to give her nice things. Like
I gotta take her to the movie.
Right.
I gotta buy some popcorn.
And don't nobody teach that. It's really in us to do that. Right. But then
we destroy you.
But then,
for real.
And once they do, then he be like,
over with.
Never again. And then it turns into run through as many of them as you can. Leviticus 19:29.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom.
See, and that's the part that we have to look at. Those daughters were never taught initially by their fathers to have that shamefacedness, to stay out of men's face, to have that level of respect for their own bodies, to not let somebody else entice them to say, well, just come over here and do it with me.
Right.
We gonna do it. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? Now she start doing it because that's what the phrase was when I was little. Yeah. Right. Ooh, y'all did it. Yeah, we did it. You know, but now it turns into a cycle because whether or not that sister wants to admit it, once she start doing that, her self-esteem plummets, and she keeps doing that to maintain some level of
men care for me or some kind of value.
Yeah,
that's what they related to. They
value.
They value to that.
And that's why we see a lot of the BBL is value. The fake breast is value. The twerk is value. The body count is, you know what I'm saying? Like they're putting value and stock in all of these things. But the Lord said that the whole land is going to fall to whoredom through this act.
That's man
Everybody,
and woman.
man and woman, everybody's going to be affected through this act. And that's like one of those things where we have to look at it and say, dang, it is our fault because we wanted the hoes. We wanted easy.
The only reason why strip clubs exist is because men go to them.
Right. We wanted the hoes. We like, come in here and dance naked on the pole and spin around and let me order some chicken.
If you stop
and a bucket of beer.
They're going to close down.
That's it.
And now what you see, you have a wave, because there's been a recent wave over the past few years of these podcasts popping up where these men, now we're trying to backtrack because we realize the monster that we've created in these women. And it typically comes as men get older. As men age, we begin to realize that the hoe ain't no good. We start to begin to want the wife. But now, since we've ruined all these women and we bred these monsters, we don't have a lot of suitable women for marriage. So now we try to backtrack and correct the issues. But our people will never be able to correct the issues or the monsters that we've created without the scriptures.
But see, that's where all these podcasts differ from Patient Saints Radio.
Right.
Because we're going to go and we're going to actually be real. We're going to show the solutions of God, but we're going to be honest because none of them, they all saying, you got to take accountability. Woman take accountability. Right. When the woman going to take accountability. Woman take accountability. But nobody's saying, you know you caused this, right?
Right.
And yeah, it's like, oh, that's the simp road. No, the real road is we wanted the hoes.
Yeah.
We wanted them. Video vixens became a thing because we bought King magazine. You sneaked and watched the Playboy channel. You wanted it. Yeah. You kept doing it. You wanted to see
Jet magazine.
Jet magazine, Beauty of the Week.
You're real.
You wanted to see it. And the truth was, it was all to feed into our lust.
Yeah.
You know, our inordinate affections that we just wanted to. And now this is what we got. And now we have to use the manuscript. We got to use the game planning that Christ set out. And hopefully you could fix it a little bit, but 2/3 got to die anyway. So you're like.
Because we don't realize women naturally have this thing in them where they want to please a man. They want a man's attention. Us men, women look for that validation from us. So when the women were seeing that, oh, we prefer the woman that they see on TV, which is the hoes. Those are the ones that's getting all of the attention from men. Those are the ones that brothers are actually chasing after. Women want that attention. And so because that's what we showed them that we wanted, guess what? That's what they became. They became what it is that we desired and what we wanted. And now that we finally got there, we like, man, you know what? I don't really think that's what I really want. We looking around as black men like, damn, you know what? We might have messed up on this one.
Because she became that not only for you, but for every other man that's down the street. Anybody show her any little attention, she became that for that man.
We thought pimps was cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's cool. Nigga got on. He got a stable full of pimps up. Hold that. Look at Ice-T and Magic Don Juan. But look what they was doing to our sisters, and look at the children that those sisters raised and bred. Not only women, but the little boy children that they raised.
And don't get it twisted.
He said, my mama a hoe. I ain't never trusting these hoes.
We not just talking about the men that are outside of here, because we all have done that. The only difference between us and them in the world is the fact that we understand the Bible now, and we understand that we have to change. We're not saying that we were any better, because we were a part of the problem as well. What people have to realize is that if you want to really be a part of the solution, join IUIC. Come keep the commandments of God. That's the only way to correct the issue. That's the only way to fix these problems that we have, because we can get on all the podcasts in the world. We can try to sit down and debate with these women. Guess what? When the correction is coming from these men on these podcasts, these women don't want to hear it. Because we created the problem. They don't want to hear it from us. The only way they change is when they say, you know what? God said that we're a problem. Because God never promoted the whoredom. God never said go out and be scandalous and be promiscuous in the streets. Men said that. So now that we go out and we try to correct the issue without the scriptures, the women are saying, wait, y'all, this is what y'all wanted. We're being what y'all wanted. But now we have to go back to the scriptures and say, you know what? We messed up. This is what God said. Now let's do what God said.
That's it. That's all praises. You got something before we go to break?
Yeah, I was just going to say kind of along the lines of what you were saying, like when we think about IUIC, like I was kind of having a conversation kind of along the lines of what we're talking about with the sister. And she was kind of complaining a little bit, but she has a Lord. And I was like, sis, listen, one, I'm single, but you have a Lord. You got somebody you can go to immediately to fix your problems, to figure out what's going on. You don't have to wait like some of us. I might have to wait to Saturday or Sunday or have to get in touch with my senior sister, this, that, and the third. You got the prophet. You got a resource right there. Boom. You can get what you need. Now that we have IUIC and we have the scriptures and the prophets, like, you winning.
Right.
Stop thinking like the people in the world. You are winning.
She want to be there.
It don't matter what's going. He in here. He in the truth. You are winning.
Yeah.
You are winning.
That's it. All right. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We gotta, show some of our sponsors. So stay tuned.
Sponsors some love.
Show them a little love.
Y'all show them some love too.
Yeah. All right. All right. So we'll be right back, y'all.
Put PSR in the promo code. I'm just lying.
If you were to die today, would your family prefer $100 donated to GoFundMe, a condolence card, flowers, a check that would take care of all their financial needs, or you're good because your job insurance is going to take care of everything? Now that I got your attention, my name is Angela, and I've been a licensed agent for 20 plus years. I also help with emergency funds, Roth traditional IRAs, 401k rollovers, mortgages, and more. Call me at 229-443-3203 and look below to see if I'm licensed in your state.
See, making popcorn, it's not just cooking. You're not just heating up seeds with oil. Nah, it's an art.
Jalapeno cheddar. Fire.
This popcorn is a great follow-up right after the Benji juice. Fire.
I tried to master my process so I could really develop the best popcorn ever.
You said it's the what?
The best popcorn in the world.
Wow. Get your premium popcorn at WePopPopcorn.com.
Angela. I've been a licensed agent for 20 plus years. Were you aware that 40% of African Americans don't have life insurance outside their job? I'm here to help. My favorite scripture is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed due to lack of knowledge. You can be like Proverbs 13:22. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Our papa was a rolling stone. When he died, all he left was alone. That's LOAN. Call me at 229-443-3203.
Go all in.
That I'm all in. You can tell by my faith that I'm all in. Front line with the truth, I'ma fall in. Even if it's a dead end, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. It's going to the end, going all in. Going all in. Going in, going all in. Going all in. I'm going in, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. It's going to the end, going all in. Going all in.
I'm the one being simple-minded.
Yes!
The end goal is for us to be united as a nation. Come together, not as a community, but as a nation. We are more than a community. We are a nation. We are a kingdom of people, a nation in exile. We are a nation within a nation. We must come together, and that's the prophecy. Matthew 15:24, Acts 5:29-30, Revelation chapter 7, Revelation chapter 14. We must gather ourselves together. Zephaniah 2:1, Ephesians 4:3. It's about the unity of the nation of Israel.
The kingdom of heaven suffers violence. Who was suffering violence during the time of John the Baptist? The Israelites. The Israelites. So who is the kingdom of heaven making reference to? The Israelites. We're the kingdom of heaven.
With the growth that we had in these past 20 years, you'd think it was year 100.
It's our first time at a national Passover coming from Japan.
And it's a beautiful thing. You see our people gathering together in unity.
And I think the 20th anniversary also has to be amped up.
Starting next year, I want captains sent out to celebrate Passover in the various countries where we have established schools.
It's exciting. It's exciting to be here. We in Dallas. We're here at the Passover 2023.
To me, he is the general in God's army in this time.
Did you see Bishop Nathaniel come in his entrance, man?
This man has been a father to me. He's been a brother to me.
This man is charged in the battle to rebuild his nation. He is the tip of the spear on the earth right now.
He never took his hands off the reins. This man looked death in the eyes and never lost hope in the one true God of the nation of Israel.
back. We
bite.
Radio.
We gotta address the banshees in the room. We got a couple banshees in the room.
Faces to spin on.
We got a couple of. Bring your face here. All you sisters in the comment section, bring your face here.
Hear ye.
Bring it out.
We finna spit in some faces.
So what's the comment, y'all?
So
what's going on?
What it is
it's not one particular.
So remember,
but it is one particular.
You explained Ecclesiastes chapter 42, right, about fathers taking account for their daughters, right? And then the whole point of going through that is just saying that, okay, men, we have some responsibility, right? Because it is our job to raise the daughters. That's what our job should be, right? We have to protect and provide the family. If the family goes astray, we got to step in and correct it, right? That's the whole point of going through the scriptures. But one thing that brothers don't really have an issue with doing is accepting responsibility for mistakes that we made, right? And one thing Deacon Malachi always says, I never forget it. He says, like, as a man, sometimes you have to make a decision. Decision may not even be the best decision, but you make a decision and you stand on it, right? Fix it later if you need to, but make a decision. We can accept responsibility for mistakes that we've made, but what you rarely see is sisters saying that, you know what, I've made a mistake. I have some part to play in it as well too. They don't know how to accept accountability. So what we have in the comments is, oh, praise all the men. Yeah, we finally somebody speaking the truth. Why? Because we saying that as men, the only reasons why strip club exists is because men go to them. But you the one in there take your clothes off.
You gotta be the one stripping.
You the one take your clothes off. How about you accept some accountability for the mistakes that you making as well too? We have been literally living in an insane asylum since we've been here in America. We back and forth between arguments, this brothers and sisters and this and back and forth. None of us know how to do relationships. None of us know how to. We're all coming back into this truth, learning how to be the righteous men and the righteous women that God says that we're supposed to be. And we're trying to correct those mistakes. But rather than sisters saying, okay, well, you know what? Let me accept the part that I've played in as well. Let's do what they always do and place the blame on the man. Except no accountability, no responsibility at all.
Or sit, be quiet, acknowledge that both sides are being corrected and let it move. But no, now you want to jump on your little banshee horse, running your fingers to now we got to get on you again because we're saying be quiet.
Bro,
we know that, yes, we get on the men here way more than y'all. The men got on every day.
Bruh.
Come on.
Y'all just don't get to see it.
Y'all cannot imagine what it takes to get men in order at this level. You've never seen it in your life, so you can't even imagine the things that go on to correct men.
But when the brothers are being corrected, you don't hear nothing.
You don't hear nothing.
We take it, we eat it. Okay, I'll fix it.
And that was the point. But when you finally see it, this is why it's not done out loud, because of the minute the loudmouth banshee see it, now her banshee gets the banshee.
Right.
And now we have to get back on it. Like this is why. Because you immediately, like I would say, you immediately drop all sense of accountability. You drop all sense of logic. All of that goes out the window to now you're happy.
Right.
Because it's giving you a reason to point the finger back at the man again. Like, and you wonder why bishops stay on y'all head. You wonder why the leadership stay on these sisters' head. Because when we correct the men in front of you, you take that as a chance that you were never wrong.
Right.
Man, y'all.
That's what it is.
Y'all retarded. Like I always say, we go to the strip club, but you the one in there.
Right. Right.
You the one in there.
Take two to tango.
Man, let's get Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 20. Proverbs chapter 30. I think that's what it is. I'll be calling the wrong scripture sometime. Proverbs chapter 30. Let me see. Verse 20. Yeah, let's read that.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman.
We're not talking about the brothers right now. We're talking about the sisters. Read.
She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness.
So wait a minute. So we talking about the brothers and the part that they've played and us accepting responsibility. But meanwhile, you doing all this and trying to convince yourself that I had no part to play in it. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. You gonna say something?
No.
You know you don't got to raise your hand.
No. I know.
she hit with the church one finger.
That's right. The Baptist finger. But as you're bringing that scripture out, it makes me think of me personally. prior to, I lived my whole life. I had kids, bought a house.
Wait, so you was doing what's in the scripture?
Living in the world. And in my mind,
You're not supposed to agree with that.
no, but now as I'm repenting, what I'm saying is it wasn't until you guys brought out the scriptures where I never thought I was wrong about anything prior to me learning the Bible.
I was about to say, you do realize this ain't talking about real food.
Yeah, no, I know, right?
An allegory.
Yeah, no.
Right.
I never thought, and again, I wasn't a banshee or yelling or fighting with men or anything like that, but I was educated. I had bought my own house. I had bought my own car. You just couldn't tell me any. It wasn't until that part. It wasn't until like the scripture started coming out. I was like, "Dang, I'm gonna die!" Like until I just started to just realize I gotta take accountability. Even I apologized to my son's father about 3 years into the truth. I called him to talk to him, and he was like, "Who is this again?" And I was like,
you were looking for acid Critcher.
That right. He was like,
I'm finna get punked.
But yeah, but he said the entire time we were together, you never apologized for anything. He was like, and now he knows Christ is black.
Most sisters
now
don't.
He know. At the beginning of the conversation, he thought Caesar Borgia was Christ, and we talked the other day. He believed Christ is black now, but that's what he told me. He was like, you never apologize for anything. He was like, keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you doing, keep doing.
He said, whatever made you shut your ass up and apologize.
I'm with it.
I might take a look at it.
If they can make you shut up.
That part. So the ladies, if y'all in the comments, like y'all are not taking this walk seriously. Like we have to take accountability for what we do and how we do it on this rock.
Kryptonite.
Well, somebody got to be the 2/3, and that's okay.
The sisters in the comments.
Yeah, somebody got to be the 2/3.
Yeah, you can have that. You can have that drama.
Right.
But this is why the men have to stay on the women, because y'all in there making crazy comments. Like,
get it together.
Yeah, tighten up.
That's the importance of having a father in the household. Mm-hmm. A father is the one that's going to teach accountability to his wife, who's going to filter it down to the children, and the children are eventually going to become adults and filter it down to their children and their wives. So it's important that, man, that being accountable, it only comes through the scriptures, because in the world, the men have never been accountable to anybody. We've never had anybody that we were held accountable to, but now we have Christ as our head, and we have the Lord as our head, and we have to be accountable to him. So us being accountable to him is going to teach us how to hold our women and our wives accountable to us. So that order and that structure that comes with this Bible is critical to every aspect of our nation. It's not just right now. The topic is just marriage that we're speaking about, but this goes into every aspect of nationhood. You have to, like Officer Carmela said, you have to be accountable to somebody, and being a part of a congregation, that's what that teaches. So.
That's why the Lord ain't got none of these commandments that you do by yourself.
Right.
All of them apply to you and somebody else.
Yep.
They all apply to you and somebody else. You not meant to do none of this by yourself. Like, bruh, like I said, gather yourself together. I don't know. It is what it is.
Sisters, close your mouth.
Right. He said, and in the gathering, shut your black lips. Your ashy black lips.
But some of these sisters, bro, listen, they're not going to get it until Christ returns. Bro.
No.
He's going to have to be the one that instill respect into them. You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine trying to get it when Christ returns? It's like, crack the sky, lightning and fire from his hand. You're like, I get it now.
Your ass already knew it. Your ass knew it on this earth.
But he's going to be the one. When you see that black man crack that sky, then you're going to look at every other black man like, oh, yeah, these really are the sons of God.
Right.
So you could be saying, my Lord this, or you a son of God, but it's not going to resonate until you see
Brenda
Christ
H. Keep silent
with
in the
all
church.
power in his hand.
Keep silent in the church, Brenda H. Come on now. Just keep
to tell
silent in the church. All right, we've had enough.
That's it.
Because we talking about you.
We had enough, Brenda H. Be quiet.
What we got next, man? What's up, man? What's up? Y'all want to do the
Let's get on Officer Aiden. He just sit there playing on his phone.
He playing games on his phone.
I'm looking at the comments. Hi, Aiden.
He can't.
He zoom the camera on.
He pulled a ninja mic. He came here to watch the show on his phone.
With his headphones on. With your headphones plugged into.
What's going on, bro?
What's going
What
on?
you think, bro? I mean,
Hey, man.
how you gonna fix the nation?
He can't really. It's hard for him to think because his shirt's so tight. It's not letting his brain develop the sound of the scripture.
All his circulation is going to keep that shirt from scrunching his organs.
That's it. That's all. That's all. He's trying to maintain.
Gotta expand my rib cage.
That's terrible. Hey, this must be the short. I mean the small shirt seat because everybody who sit in this shirt have on a small shirt.
How do you sit in the shirt?
They sit in the shirt, have a small seat.
How do you sit in the shirt?
Whoever sit in this shirt have a small seat.
Hey, man, y'all leave my boy Aiden alone, man. Aiden, hey.
So yeah, we're just gonna move on. Let's go. He's camera shy.
This has been Aiden's portion.
He said, bro,
This has been backwards talk with Officer Aiden.
He is duly nervous right now because I sit in my shirt.
Welcome to the mumbo jumbo portion.
All right, let's see. Hey, let's.
That man said I sit in my shirt.
What else we got?
Let's deal with these devils, man. Like some of these sisters. So we get on them for disrespecting the black man, but some of them, hey, they go to other nations to try to see how that works out, right? So let's kind of dive into that and see.
Right, cause they don't like that. They don't want the authority for the black man. They gonna go get it from Esau.
They gonna get it from
They got the
sweet
rest
white
of the show.
Jesus. What's that number 8? Let's
Somebody in the comments say, "Aiden, you got games on your phone?" You know, the little kids always.
You got
answer.
games on your phone.
You got dames on your
But that Officer Solomon little boy, little year. You got games on your phone?
Hey, Kai used to do that too.
All right, let's go, y'all.
Let's go. What we got?
Damn. A first date ended in murder. A Milwaukee man is now charged in the death of a missing woman. He's accused of cutting up her body to try to cover it up. The family of 19-year-old Sade Robinson faced Maxwell Anderson in court today. Prosecutor.
Now,
she found him cute.
If you look at this man,
she said he was cute.
He already looks like it's something really bothered with him.
Y'all ever seen the Geico commercials with the cavemen? That's what he looked like, bro. He looked like a caveman.
Yeah.
How your eyebrows protrude?
Hey, but some of these sisters, bro, they love it. But again, that's white supremacy. But they look at they black men as niggas, and they are white, sweet Jesus right there.
You gonna learn today.
Keep playing.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. The
That's it
caveman
right
from Geico.
That was some of these sisters love right
She
there,
was like,
man.
ooh, plenty of fish.
Them sisters like, ooh, that's my Jesus.
That's it.
Damn, bro, that is a spitting image.
You can
He
have
look
it.
just like
They
him,
do.
bro.
All right, keep playing.
Laid out the evidence against him. Investigators connected Anderson and Robinson
Aiden.
through text.
Ain't you and Officer Asa from Milwaukee?
Oh,
Yes,
damn. Yes, sir.
That what they be doing up there? That what they be doing up there?
Hey, this some
I'm
new
from
stuff
Milwaukee.
right here. They
You from Milwaukee?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Damn.
Gotta go out there and prophesy.
Kill and walking, huh?
You should have been out there.
You from Kill and Walking, huh?
So why are you down here?
Oh no.
I've been down here for a long time.
Okay.
He a transplant.
He a transplant. You just dug him up and stuck him in some southern dirt. They stuck him in the red clay. He kept the color.
Right. Both of them did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they had to be bright in Wisconsin so they wouldn't freeze.
They don't get enough sun up there.
Oh God! All right, let's see what they talking about.
The evidence against him. Investigators connected Anderson and Robinson through text messages and phone records. Prosecutors confirming it was Sade's leg discovered in a Cudahy Park just last week.
Just the leg. Just the leg.
The leg? Damn. What a rest, bruh. All right.
Keep going. Come on.
Would do something like this to my beautiful baby. She hurt nobody. She harmed nobody.
The victim's friends and family now picking up the search to find Sade. Miriam McCarr followed along with volunteers at multiple sites this afternoon.
Through woods and near tracks, dozens continued a diligent search for Sade Robinson's remains. The unknown of what searchers will find where the 19-year-old was last seen made their task Friday even more difficult.
I have a little sister around her age, little cousins around her age. It could have been any one of them. And if it was one of them, I would want the community out here helping me as well.
Coriana Danielle spent the entire day moving from spot to spot, digging for clues.
It's very hard, actually.
Prosecutors confirmed Friday morning Maxwell Anderson is connected to the death and disappearance of the 19-year-old. The day of his arrest last Thursday, Maya Lopez captured this video from her living room window of officers taking Anderson into custody.
I'm shocked that this person who I caught on my camera is associated with such a big crime, and I'm also scared that he lives right down the street.
She says learning the charges against him,
it's unbelievable.
Lopez tells me now she's one of many thinking of the
Bruh, he'll have a Lifetime show in 2 weeks.
Bro, you never know who you be living next to, bro.
Right. Yeah,
I don't know none of my neighbors like that for real.
Me neither.
Right.
But bro, some of these folk be dangerous as hell, bro.
Yeah.
In their living room, ain't you just there?
Bro, just in there licking somebody dead foot. He just sitting there picking his teeth with her toe, like.
You look at the child molesters in your neighborhood, everything pop up.
Everything,
He's
bro.
sitting there watching Burn Notice on Netflix.
And
Watching Dexter trying to figure out how to get away with crimes.
Nah, he done watched that
Dexter
already.
good though. I like it.
You know the issue I find with this? Where's her father? Where's her father?
You only seen them. It was the mama that was
the whole news thing is just them interviewing women, them talking to women.
She had no tears. I ain't seen no tears.
Because it was her father's job to make sure that she wasn't dealing with the other nations. It was her father's job to vet whatever man he was going to give his daughter to.
These little girl don't be listening.
Give me a gift destroyer.
They get
Hell
they get a little TikTok and Instagram. They
19 years old.
But like you say, the absence of a black man, she doesn't have value in black men.
Right.
She gonna look at that man who is ruling the country. She gonna look at that black man who got all the nice jobs, the managers and all these things who are above in life, and she's going to want to be with them because she look at her fellow brothers and fathers as niggas. That's how she look at it.
Somebody should have taught her what red flags are.
That's what it is.
Because he looked like a weirdo.
Get Ciroc 12 and 10.
Right. He is the red flag.
Get Ciroc 12 and 10.
She know this. What happened?
This is what her father should have been instilling in her as she was growing up.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
The scripture says never put trust in your enemies. These other nations are our enemies. They hate us. He may sex you, he may marry you, but guess what? You're his wench. You're his bed wench. That's all he will ever see you as. He will never look at a black woman in the way that he looks at the people of his nation. Never. The scripture says to never trust your enemy. Why?
For like as iron rusteth.
So iron is surely going to rust. Iron is going to rust. If you give it long enough, that rust will show up. Read on.
So is his wickedness.
Their wickedness is eventually going to come out. Yeah, he might be nice to you for, a year, 2 years, 3 years, but guess what? You will eventually end up like our sister here. That's why it's important to have men to be able to teach and instill these biblical values in you so that you don't end up on the news talking about, I can't believe he did this to my baby. Nah, we can absolutely believe it because the scriptures say that this is going to happen.
We are delusional, bro.
Yes.
Clueless.
You know why? Because that sense of they got it and they nice. Like, you see these pictures right here? You see what's all in the background? And
look nice.
Everybody that's around her,
white.
They made her feel like she was part of the game.
Yeah.
And they talking behind her.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just his iron is not all the way gone away. You know what I'm saying? Though he like read further in that scripture, it say though he come crouching and he's coming to do something to you.
Yep.
Because this is his nature. Hey, let me read. Go ahead, read it.
Something?
They'll you know what's even crazier? A black woman will see this and still say, not my white man.
Yeah.
My white man ain't gonna do that to me.
She picked the wrong kind.
Right. Hey, my caveman better than him.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Test. Now I'll say read verse 16. Because so clearly, when you look at the photo, she's comfortable around Esau.
Yeah.
Comfortable enough to where now she's talking to him through social media, right?
Right.
Read verse 16.
Verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
So he's speaking sweet. He's talking good, getting her comfortable, And then now because he said that they linked them through the message on the phone, right? So at some point she gets comfortable enough to meet this man, and now he got you chopped up all in the woods.
First time he met her, too. He
First
said, I
time.
ain't even finna give you time to
get away,
to get back away. He was like, "Oh, when I get her, I can't wait. What'd you say?
Yeah.
Think you gonna make some soup?
Put you in soup.
Jeffrey
Goop
Dahmer.
soup.
Goop soup. Keep reading.
Goop soup.
Some goop scoop.
He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
So he wants your life. And this ain't nobody but Esau. Your verse you read, never trust your enemy because he gonna chop you up and put you in the pit.
Then he ain't have to do that much. You gotta do that and be like, put my white face on here and she will come
He
to
could
me.
put a fake white face. Because I know he ain't used that. He ain't used that white face. Surely he didn't use that white face. And if she fell for that white face, like she was, like you could tell that.
He's actually one or two people who did this in the same week because Deacon ASAP brought it out on Friday Night Raw. And I believe he's the same guy that when they found blood in his house, it wasn't even the girl, it wasn't even her blood.
That's
it's
why he says he will not be satisfied with blood.
So they think that he's done this to several people.
You
don't
just start, you know what I'm saying?
You don't just start out of nowhere.
The first one be bumbling, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, damn it.
Think about if he's comfortable enough to do that on their first date, then how many more times has he gotten away with it? Because you got to work up to that level of confidence when you chopping somebody up.
And his daddy too.
Yeah, he was like 3 days. They get too much. It's too much evidence. They done told somebody they coming to see me. I gotta get it the first time. You know, as soon as she fall, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna hit her with the face. I'm gonna strangle her. Then
already had it planned out.
Yeah,
everything.
But you can look at any movie or TV series about serial killers. They have to work up to a certain level of confidence first. So if on the first date you chopping this girl up, how many more sisters he done got chopped up?
Because that's when they get caught. When they get comfortable and they feel like, okay, I
now
got it down packed, that's when they start making
Hey,
mistakes.
y'all keep using a specific word. Can I get a script?
Yes.
Genesis 27? She said yes.
Oh, sorry.
Dang, sister. Keep silent in the church.
Genesis 27:42.
Genesis chapter
Start
27
at 41.
and verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
So just like we just read, he seek for opportunity, right? Read on.
And these words of Esau, her eldest son, were told to Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob her younger son, and said unto him, behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, doth comfort himself, purposing to kill thee.
Same thing. He's purposing to kill you. So a lot of times we go into our people go into interracial marriages, interracial dating, things of that nature, not understanding the mindset of their enemy, which is Esau. His comfort level, he's not satisfied with blood. Right. That's what God's saying.
Hey, let me get one. Isaiah 30 and 12. Isaiah 30 verse 12. Because our black sisters, they don't understand the worth. They don't understand how much they are worth. That's why they go to the wicked, the damn devil.
Not with a T.
Why he said it with a
wicked?
He said the wicked.
Damn country, man. The wicked.
Oh, you blaming it on country, huh?
That's what it is.
From the country. Go ahead, read
your
that.
back teeth missing, and then every time you talk, it.
Read what you got.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 12.
Come on.
Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word.
Because if the sister really knew that she was messing with the wicked, then she'll stop doing it. All of our sisters won't be a dead body with a leg. What, a leg was chopped off? Leg was chopped off. Everything.
That's the only part.
That's what they found.
This word, you trust in oppression, and you don't know who your enemy is because you trust in oppression. He gonna say it. Keep on reading it.
Because you despise this word and trust in oppression.
And what?
And perverseness.
And what?
And perverseness.
If they would have knew that these cave dwellers are perverted, we'll stay away from these damn demons, man. Yeah. They don't understand. Our people don't understand. They think white is what they call it.
White is right.
They think white is bright and white is right.
Hold on, white is what?
White is bright. White is right.
Rainbow bright. What you say?
I said white is bright.
White rice.
Bright. What are you talking about, man?
Are you saying bite or bright?
I said bright. B-R-I-G-H-T.
Okay.
Wow. He said wicked.
Hey, y'all got
So I
hey, y'all saying on country gas now?
Yes.
No.
I see he won't.
My name is Officer Carmeli. My name is
Officer
Carmeli.
It ain't Country Gas.
Yeah. Officer Carmeli.
Somebody said it on here. That's why.
Ain't nobody Officer Carmeli.
See, y'all heard it.
So I had heard this story one time before. Kind of, it's somewhat similar to this. I forgot. I don't know if it was in the news or. But anyway, there was this couple. They went on a vacation trip. I think maybe down to Mexico or somewhere down in there, and they ended up drinking. And I guess the guy maybe kind of turned his head for a little bit. The girl ended up disappearing. So they spend the next 2 days looking for her. Couldn't find her. And so, it's time for them to go home now. Their flights is up. They got to get back to the airport. And so, they had notified the police.
You don't know where she at.
And so on their way back to the airport, because they had to call off the search, they couldn't find her. On the way back to the airport, one of the guys looks over, and he sees this car, and he sees the girl in the car. But she's sitting still and she's not moving. And so, they making all kind of noise. They end up going ahead and some kind of way, I guess they found the police or whatever and told the police, like, hey, I know this girl we've been looking for. We called a search. Police pull the car over and take the guys out of the car, and come to find out it was the girl. But the reason why she wasn't moving is because they had cut her body open, took out all of her organs, and they had put drugs in her body. And then sewed her body back up.
But they're gonna ship her back to the.
Esau is crazy.
Esau.
I don't know. That sounds like I don't know. I don't want to give it up to the cartel, but I was like, that sounds like a little cartelish. What good is it gonna do a body with
Esau
the
was driving the car though. Esau was driving the car, so it could be, but they put it on. Esau was driving.
Hey, go to Exodus 23. Start at 30. They can start at 31. We can start at 31.
Exodus chapter 23 and verse 30. By little and little I will
31. 31.
Verse 31. And I will set thy bounds from the Red Sea, even unto the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert unto the river. For I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and thou shalt drive them out before thee.
So the Lord was already telling Israel, look, I'm finna give you your markers. This is where your place gonna be. And everybody that's within those markers, those inhabitants, we're gonna drive them out. You're gonna drive them out. Read.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. They shall not dwell in thy land, lest they make thee sin against me. For if thou shalt serve their gods, it will surely be a snare unto thee.
We was never supposed to live and be around none of these other people.
Yeah.
We was never supposed to have this affinity for them. We was never supposed to have this liking and this desire to be like them and follow behind. Because that's what that is. You jump on the internet, plenty of fish and Gambler and Tinderers and all these other little apps they got, and you following them and you trying to be like them. You want to wear they fashion. You want to do all this. You want their hairstyle. You want your hair straight and blonde. You want everything that these people do. You was never supposed to even be around them. Right. The Lord say nobody else was supposed to be near you. Nobody. He said, because when you start to serve their gods, surely it's gonna be a snare unto you. And their gods are their monies, they white Jesus that say love everybody, they politics, they all of these things. Bro, can you imagine that we live in a world where this man is the first person to hoard money the way he do, and he make you do it.
Yeah.
He heap all kind of things to himself, and he have all kind of perverseness, and he make you do it. Like, bruh, the level of internet dating and pornography is at the level it is because we're following behind this man and his gods.
Yeah.
Like the level
when it Amalek that started the whole porn issue?
Yeah. Bruh, like nobody else would think to do that. You'd be like, we got Blockbuster video worth, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I could go to Blockbuster and all I gotta do is rewind it when I'm finished.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, our people, every sense and every form of perversion and every snare that we walk up on and we fall into, like catch us by the leg and have us dangling over a bed of spikes, is because we follow behind these people. And we feel like it's something wrong with wanting to separate and not be with them. You know what I'm saying? And that thing is crazy when you think you choose death over life all the time. Yep. Every single day you wake, what they say, you wake up and choose violence. You wake up and you choose death.
So what you
every single day.
So what you're saying is you are a product of your environment. God said you are a product of your environment. That's why our environment was always supposed to be each other in righteousness.
Right. Yes. Damn, that's heavy.
Yeah. And not with Esau.
Hey, let me get a script, y'all. Tobit 4:13. Damn. Tobit 4:13.
You
know. This right here, it never ceases to amaze me how our women just totally disregard a strong black man. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Strong, healthy black man.
You know what I'm saying? But the Bible has something to say about that. Read that.
Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 13. Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren.
So Tobit is saying, listen, you got to love your brothers. You got to love your people, right? But how?
And despise not in thy heart thy brethren.
How?
The sons and daughters of thy people, and not taking a wife of them.
You see that? The way that we show love is by dealing with our own people. The way that we show an affinity with our own people is by dealing with them, by marrying them, by growing up and building a household with them. Yeah. Oftentimes, many of us, we look to the other nations, and granted, you know, some of the stuff that they be saying is right, how some black man will say, hey, you know, I want to deal with this white woman because they are less aggressive. Okay, that's cool. But that shows that you still have a hatred for your people.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, until she start microdosing you with antifreeze. I said until she start microdosing you with antifreeze every day. You wonder why your stomach be hurting.
You just walking around the house barking for no reason.
She is most subservient. But this bitch is poisoning you with cyanide in your coffee.
And I think we have a Nick Cannon video too that kind of explains that too, that I want to kind of touch on.
I was gonna say, you know who pushes this point a lot? Even though they're a little bit misguided, sometimes they be a little off, but Umar Johnson,
NFL player,
he pushes that heavily. The greatest love that you have for your people is to marry somebody of your people.
That makes the most sense. If you love your people, you want your people to continue.
Yeah,
a broken watch is right twice a day.
Yeah. That's Umar right
there.
Umar.
Now
he be off a lot.
He be off a lot.
It's right twice a day.
But sometimes he be on point, and that out of all the nonsense he be spewing, sometimes that has been one of his most consistent points. Since I've seen him, that has been one of his most consistent points, is that you need to marry, because you undermine the pushing of your nation whenever you marry somebody outside of your people. You undermine all the work that you've done.
Bro, our people really think it don't matter. Like,
love is love.
Bruh, for real.
Love is love.
You don't realize that there is a set of people that look this way for a reason. You wouldn't say that if it was all. So this is what I was thinking about. We say it don't matter if we date outside our race, but even the devil be looking, he said, these rhinos are going extinct.
Right.
We need to make them mate with rhinos of their kind, because
doesn't that make the most sense?
Niggas be like, it don't matter if we go extinct because all people are people. No, it's 50 different kind of cats walking around on this planet. You know what I'm saying? It's different types of dogs and all these other animals. Why do you think that just because we got the same amount of fingers and toes that we is the same thing?
Right, we are not the same.
That's the only thing it is.
Bro, you got to look at nature itself. You don't see cats and dogs falling in love with each other. Love ain't just love. Right. It's not. It's some stuff that's natural and some stuff that's not natural.
It's logical.
It's not like natural and logical for us to want to be with them. We're just different people. We
a whole different That's why I said they looking at fingers and toes. Because that's the only thing they say. We all got fingers and toes and red blood. And you know what I'm saying? Hell, like I said, a dog got red blood.
Exactly.
We'll go sleep with that.
I mean, everything. Right? A fish got red blood. Everything got red blood. So that don't make you the same. But that's what serving their gods look like. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Their gods have said that you are all one. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's not what the God of the Bible says. The God of the Bible says that all of the children of Israel are one.
Right. But you know what? You can't even be mad at Esau, because if I was the bottom of the barrel, I'd be trying to be like, yeah, we all one. We all one.
Right.
If they acknowledge the way that God created it, they have to acknowledge that they're lesser. They have to acknowledge that they're the basis of people. So if I was them, I'd be like, yeah, we all one. We both got red blood.
We all got red blood, cuz you can see mine through my skin. That's how you know mine red.
Blood is rainbow color.
I'm the realest.
Yeah, we got we got some more too. This is not the only case. This is something that's becoming a trend.
Yeah.
Where our sisters, they will see this sweet white glory and they want to fall in love and you know, hopefully try to, you know, live life with them. But again, it's the same result.
Hey, look at that.
It's the same result. Let's pull that up. And then there's a video with that.
Well, that joker ugly.
That's the other caveman.
Show his face first.
Boy, that is an ugly joker, boy.
Now,
that's crazy.
What is going on here? Like,
and the sister not that. She not an unattractive sister. And
neither was the other one.
She put the geeked up Opie Taylor. Y'all don't know.
He ain't got no bottom lip.
He don't know who Opie Taylor is.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Baloney. He's saying Asa don't know who Opie Taylor is.
You know who Opie is?
Aiden don't either.
From Mayberry? I don't know.
You don't know who Opie Taylor is?
You never heard of Andy Griffith?
Oh, Andy Griffith,
Yeah, Mayberry.
Come on, bro.
I be liking that. I be liking the look on his face when he be like, "But I don't know what that
He
is."
be lost.
What?
Hey, for real, I ain't
Kidnap Asa one day and just make him watch old 80s,
Our
70s
brothers
TV
and
show.
sisters, man, they be into the ugliest of the ugliest of these crap.
Bro, he look like he put Esau. He look like he put drugs in his mouth and he started chewing them.
Right.
Bro, I told you he had a meth jawbreaker.
He chew it.
He just put it in his jaw and suck on it.
Hey, you got that video
All
already?
did he?
So now, read this from me, soldier.
Missing teen's body found dismembered in river. Man she met online charged with murder.
So now, here we go again.
Chopping them
Here we go again of a chopped up relationship, right?
Damn, not chopped up.
Chopped up relationship. But hey, one thing.
And screwed, chop. No, I'm sorry.
One thing that I see in that.
That was inappropriate.
It was they met on online.
Yeah.
They met online. So now, if you're meeting online, do you really know this person?
No.
That was exactly
We already got. Okay, we going off with this white man that looks crazy as hell, right? But they met online.
Right.
What can you actually learn? What can you prove from a person on Plenty of Fish?
You got catfished.
Nothing at all, bro. This is what happens.
They type nice.
This is what happens. You see that? So yeah, let's go to this video.
Hey y'all, have y'all heard about this story of Cheryl Turner, a 19-year-old from Louisiana, who has a story similar to Sadie Robinson, where 19. She met a guy online and he dismembered her. And this happened back in January. Y'all, Anthony Holland from West Monroe, Louisiana, has confessed to SAing this young lady and then dismembering her body and disposing of her body. Now, as y'all can remember, a few weeks ago, we heard about Sadie Robinson, y'all. She was also 19 years old. And similar thing, went on a date with this guy who is currently charged with Sadie's being unalived and dismembered. He has pled not guilty. But y'all, 2 black females have met men on a dating app and have been dismembered.
Hold on, why are we so scared to just say what the hell it is? It's a white man, bro. It's a white man who killed, not this, bro. I see that all the time. Black people be like, you know, this color.
I told you, bro. They like to whisper about what
But white people
happened.
ain't even this color though.
The shaking of a leaf, bro. That's why the Lord said the shaking of a leaf, bro. We scared of, bro. We know what these people are capable of. Yep. And we are terrified of what these people are capable of. Whether it's just speaking up about what you, but guess what? The Lord say that man of sin, that son of perdition, that man of sin, he got to be revealed.
Right.
And guess what? Y'all not getting out of here. Nobody's getting out until everybody can look and say,
That's
him.
That's him. Man.
That one.
That's what the scriptures say. Though.
That one right there.
That's
Him.
what the scriptures say,
If you can't do that, bro, we all finna be stuck here. Israelites sitting there telling you to say it, and y'all going, y'all racist. Okay, well, was it racist when he chopped her? I guess race had nothing to do with chopping her up, because he didn't chop up no little white girls.
You never see that, actually. You never see that.
What?
You never see no white man chopping up no white woman or doing any kind of harm like that to get him locked up.
Yeah. Right.
There's only, it always be black accounts.
They be too big for him to pick up and chop up. When he got one, he always get, never mind.
Hey, they gonna be in the best jails too. Probably
eat
all the best food in jail too.
And the Aryan Brotherhood gonna take care of him. You want 15 boxes of smoke.
But they don't know what that is.
Hey, bro, but just to go back to what you said, bro.
15 boxes of smoke.
Going back to what you said, bro. When you talk about the son of perdition got to be revealed, that destroys Christianity in itself.
Got to. Everybody.
Because how can we hold hands and say that we are one, but there's a particular nation that has to be revealed before Christ can return?
Because he's chopping folks up.
It makes absolutely no sense what the Christians pastors be talking about. They're not reading the scriptures. We're not going to leave here until there's a nation that is exposed as being evil as hell. Right. And that's what we're doing day after day after day.
If you're in church today, ask your pastor who the son of perdition is.
They will never. That don't matter. Don't nothing matter in the Bible says Galatians 3.
Jews and Gentiles.
That's it. That's the only thing that matter in the whole Bible.
You know what? They be like, it's about his message. Okay,
Right.
we're
This
reading
nigga message
the message.
is he chopping people up.
They either defer or they say, well, God just hasn't revealed it to us just yet.
Right.
They love hitting you with that one.
That's the Isaiah 29.
God has not revealed it.
That's BS, man.
Used to be in
That's
the
their
church.
form and way of saying I don't
So you
know.
used to be in the church. You heard that one before?
Yes, that's what
I've heard that before.
You ain't never been in the church before?
No, sir.
You never used to go to church?
Oh,
You
you
country.
look like
you just said
do.
you country. You
He
went
do
to
look
church.
like
Hey,
bro.
man.
You
Pa-
look
Pastor
like you
Phil.
had an Easter speech.
Like one time don't count. One time don't
Pastor
count.
You went
Phil.
to go say you went to say Easter speech in it.
Nah, I just sat in there with my suit on. That's all.
So but you got the suit.
I was looking at.
Let me ask you.
But you
though.
got the
It was
suit.
about a
with this
girl.
suit.
What you got the suit for?
Did you wear a tie?
Hey, what
Yeah,
color
yes.
was the suit?
He had
Did you
a
tie it around your
six-piece suit.
throat?
What color was the suit, Uncle Phil?
It was great.
Really? He probably went
Why
because
can
of
I
a
see
girl.
you?
I can see you in like a
I can see him in
green
an
or-
all I can see him in an
was
all
great,
gray
bro.
shirt with a baby blue shirt on up under it and a burgundy
Great,
tie.
But the tie was not like tied up.
Was
it
it
was
for
like
a
looser.
funeral?
Hey, with
like
his
the
camp
button was
boots.
off.
No, it was cricket. It had the big side that humped up long. It wasn't an even knot.
Was it a funeral? Or
'Cause
you
his
actually
name
went
not.
to church?
Nah.
Cause you said gray.
Nah, it was the church.
You know what I'm saying? But did you go for like a
Y'all
funeral or
never
you went?
y'all never seen gray in church before? A gray suit?
You ain't never
No,
went to nobody's
yeah.
funeral before?
Yes, I did.
They was at a church?
No, I didn't go to church.
You just went to the part when they was outside in the ground?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
you go, oh, he goes to the weight.
Put that up
Okay.
right now, bro.
Ooh!
Pastor Phil. Shout out Pastor Phil.
I was a joke.
I just can't say
that was
Happy
you give-
Easter Day.
No,
They say-
bro.
I was a joke. That what you give trying to talk trash about me?
Hey,
See,
look,
look, I'm open.
Camilla.
I'm open about my Christian
Boy,
church woes.
they found your picture, boy.
That what you get?
Hey, man.
It was at that day.
It don't look like
same
me, bro.
color
Bro,
suit.
that look exactly
That's
like,
exactly
bro,
like you.
that was
A
you.
little bit.
You just described that.
You can't tell me that ain't you.
Man, look.
That ain't AI. That's not AI.
Hey, hey, pull it back up. Pull it back up.
Bro, that ain't AI. That's you, bro.
Is that the color gray suit you had on?
Bro.
Nah, mine
Bro,
was
your
darker
haircut
than
the
that.
same.
Look at the hair.
I
It's
was
the
way
haircut the same.
way much younger though.
The beard the
I was in my
same.
teens, man.
The
So when
teeth
I
the
last time I went to
same.
You look
I was
like
in
that
my
when you was a
teens,
teenager,
The
bro.
neck throat
The neck
area,
the same.
the shoulder to neck ratio the same.
Side by side.
Hey man, I thought y'all couldn't do that, bro. I thought y'all couldn't put side to side pictures, bro.
Boy, that look just like you, bro.
No, it
Yes, it do.
A
You're in
little bit.
denial. Pastor Phil turn opposite Phil.
Just a little.
Phil not. I'm sorry I said your. I'm sorry I said your government, bro.
Oh, your name Phil.
Phil not.
Phil
Hey
the
man, can
prophet.
we get back to the show? Let's go.
That what you get for trying to clown? Don't dish it if you can't take it.
Hey,
So how did you button that shirt to that last button without pinching your beard
He
here?
didn't. He
He pinched his neck. That's why.
You know, you have a long day at work, and then
I
you
don't-
just
like
take the top button off, and just that's what they had to do all day long. Like that's how you got to dress.
He had one of them
Hey,
extensions
man.
put on there.
When he button his top
Hey,
button,
man.
it look like this.
Welcome to PSR,
Welcome,
Officer Joe.
sir.
Hey, it's all good.
Covered up his own.
He said, "Mama, I'm ready."
Well, y'all crazy.
Well, y'all got
Hey, bro, how we get here, bro?
Exactly.
I'm glad we got there.
Because he was trying to clown
Whatever
me.
it is, I'm glad we got there.
Yeah, he was trying to clown me.
It was amazing.
You got
what
Uncle
you
Phil
get.
and Nephew Phil.
A good time.
Yeah.
Was had by all.
Damn.
Dang, that's crazy.
I'm trying to backtrack this conversation.
Hey,
I
look,
cannot
man.
remember.
Bro,
How's
they
he got
bro, they
Because
just,
he asked me about
team bad,
about
bro.
me going to church.
bro, they said if you not Uncle Phil, then who is it? If and then who is it?
Hey,
If not you,
on me,
If
man.
not you, then who?
Might be.
If not him,
Bro.
then who?
I'm good. I'm Officer Joe, man. That's it.
Oh, that
all
man
I
is the
am,
man of
man.
filtration.
Now y'all press play, man. Let's go.
Man.
We ain't got that much time, man. Let's go, man. Let's get to the
Wow.
scripts. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, boy.
We got 30 more minutes to talk about you.
All right,
Oh yeah, we got 20 more minutes, boy. We actually got 10. What we got?
yeah, we
12:45.
Yeah. Let's move on, bro.
Ooh,
Let's leave nephew Phil alone.
Naked. Oh, nephew Phil.
Yeah. All right. What we got next? What we got next, man? We got a few more that I wanted to touch on.
Moral of the story: stay away from Esau.
Hey, man, y'all want to touch on that
The end one.
that stew?
Yeah, let's see. I want to see how many of y'all into that. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, let's do that, man. Let's go to that stew, man. Right, yo, what you just had up.
Right there.
I want to know.
I think
I want to.
I think it's considered a Judah parable, though.
No, bro. I heard that before.
No, so I think it's a Judah parable.
Yeah.
I don't think many other tribes.
No.
So you heard from other tribes?
What's the
We got
Judah
evidence.
Okay.
We got evidence. So now, I just want to know.
I know I heard it before.
Once we watch the video, if anybody heard of this,
Zoom
the
in.
comments. Zoom
I
in.
didn't know when I see, bro.
Let's
Bro, you
go,
just
man.
found out what Blockbuster was. We pretty sure you ain't never heard none of these parables.
Just
before.
relax.
They call this putting roots on you.
Dang.
Let's play this.
They said his name Officer Phil. Officer Philemon.
From now going forward, we're not calling you Officer Joe no more. We call you Officer Phil.
Officer Phil.
Phil.
Hey, Officer Carmelo now. You not called
Country Gad.
Country Gad no more now.
Hey. I did 4 years worth of Country Gad.
Damn.
You finna get this 20 minutes of Officer Phil. You gonna get these 20 minutes.
Right. I'll take that.
You gonna get these 20 minutes of Officer Phil. What's his son?
Y'all crazy.
Officer Philemon. That's his surname.
Officer Philemon. Dang.
All right,
This
This is exactly why you shouldn't
Let
trust
go, yo.
everyone with your food. Raymond Simone and her wife
Yeah, you started over.
why you shouldn't trust everyone with your food. Raymond Simone and her wife recently had an interview where she went on to expose how she used the menstrual spaghetti spell in order to make her fall in love.
Have you ever put your own personal menstrual blood into
Pasta sauce.
pasta sauce?
That is
It's
the
either
way
yes
that I
or
got
no.
Raven to fall in love with me.
What?
Hold up.
What?
She said that is how she got Raven Simone to fall in love with her.
Dang.
Huh?
So,
Spaghetti once a
Knew
month.
this spaghetti sauce tastes like pennies.
let's really get down to because I heard this before. This is nothing new to me.
I've heard it before as well.
This is
Judah.
nothing new to me.
I heard
Judah.
this before too.
Judah, type in the comments if y'all done heard about witches stew.
That's
Hey,
why my grandma, she taught me how to cook. She said, don't ever eat no woman's cooking.
Ever eat a
It's
woman's
another article out
spaghetti.
there if y'all can find
Hell
it
no.
about this. Not this particular thing, but it's another one.
Suffer not a wish to live. You finna get this
right.
rock.
I think it's like a witch thing where they put the blood in the spaghetti.
Yeah, that's
Google.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Google. They
forgot
used
what
to
it
call it
called.
roots. Putting roots on people. Google
Yes. All
putting
that stuff.
roots on someone, and then click on the first link. It should be Quora.
This
And
used
this
to
is
hear
why
about
we
this from
don't
my
serve
grandma.
spaghetti in the congregations.
I used to hear about this from my grandma all the
Damn.
time. Yep. Now click on that first link and then read that.
If someone says they will put a root on a person, what does it mean? Where does this phrase come from? If someone says they will put a root on a person, it generally means that they intend to use hoodoo, voodoo, or supernatural ceremonies to cause harm or bad luck to that person.
Yep.
This phrase is often associated with the practice of root doctors, who are traditionally healers and conjurers in the rural Black South.
So this is a practice that originated from Southern Black women. They used to call it putting roots on you. This is a very common practice. Yep. My grandma used to tell me that this is something that she would see she would hear about all the time. So it's very common in the South. I didn't really hear too much about it from my mother's side of the family up north, but from my dad's side of the family, I used to hear about this all the time, man. Right. All the time.
Yeah, they used to say in Savannah, you had to go across the river to Carolina with that's what a lot of them Geechees and them original settlers.
You said Carolinas?
In the
That's where my dad's
Carolinas.
family from.
In the
North
Carolinas. You get across that river, boy. Go across the river and go see so-and-so. You be done.
You ever some of y'all, I know some of y'all, that one ex that you like, why am I still with her?
Why do I think about her so much?
Because you ate some of that meatloaf, bro. You ate some of that spaghetti.
That's what I've heard meatloaf too.
I'm trying to tell you, you should put that thing in that Kool-Aid, that cherry Kool-Aid.
Taste like pennies. You be like, this water smell funny.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, our people are evil.
Bro, my grandmama was into that. When my grandmama died, bro, they found Ouija boards and feet, like animal feet and stuff in her room. Room was immaculately kept, but when she died and they went in there, man, my grandma had. That's why we used to say she had it like hid in boxes and stuff under her bed and stuff like that.
Bro, it was very prominent in the South because even my
like chicken feet, stuff like that.
My great grandmother, she was upset because she had found out that her husband was cheating, and she went to a root worker, and she wanted the lady to turn him into a snake.
Oh my God,
bro! My granddaddy used to just sit in the house and. I don't know if I get your backside.
Bro, I don't know why people acting like this is something new. Like Bishop told the story about sisters in the truth.
Casting
spells on their husband. This is not something that's uncommon. We try to act like
you see that Carolina always lying, talking about the people in Carolina go to Savannah for that, but the people in Savannah talking about go to Carolina for that. Somebody lying.
But they know about it even in Miami, so.
Y'all got a lot of Levi down there turning people into goats.
Yeah.
Hey,
wheelbarrows.
My real just texted me and said that she gonna make spaghetti tonight. Oh hell
no! That's hilarious.
Tell her you was Alfredo, man.
I want Alfredo in mine.
You already married. So
no son, she got you already.
She got you already.
Eat up, my boy.
We talking about them brothers that ain't married yet.
Eat up, cuz.
Hey, if she say she bringing you some spaghetti for your Sabbath meal, don't eat it.
You gonna be like, this tastes familiar.
Why it tastes like copper?
Why does spaghetti got magnesium?
Why it tastes like a pocket full of change?
Hey, that's why.
Straight copper.
Hey, go to.
That's why they had to put sugar in it.
1 Timothy 4. 1 Timothy 4.
We made light of it, but this is serious.
This is some serious stuff, but this actually happens, bro.
Hey,
Chapter
next
4,
time I'm gonna put some Sugar Avery pea in his lemonade.
Ooh, yeah. Remember that?
You know who that is, Officer Asa?
Yeah.
Sugar Avery.
From Color Purple.
Next time I'm gonna put some Sugar Avery pea in his lemonade.
Damn.
You know Officer Asa?
Bless his heart.
Yeah, I know.
Where's it from?
Yeah, he seen
Color Purple.
Okay.
Who said it?
All right.
Yeah, who said it?
Seeley.
That was
Why you always giving the answer away?
Girl, boy.
Golly, we testing what they call it, pop cultural knowledge.
They light skinned in this don't. We trying to bring them into the.
We trying to get them to the dark side of the dark skinned side.
No,
of
yeah,
the game.
we know Officer Phil because he got rid of the black Aunt Viv and gave us the light skinned one.
He did do that. He did.
Oh yeah, you did bring the light skinned Aunt Viv.
He got rid of the dog when he brought the light skinned one.
Mm-hmm.
But the dark one was fire.
Yeah, the OG Aunt Viv was in it.
She was the favorite. Yeah.
That was the loudmouth woman.
I remember that.
That's crazy.
Let's read that, y'all.
Get your scripture.
1 Timothy 4 and verse 4 and 5.
1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 4. For every creature of God is good, and nothing to be refused, if it be received with thanksgiving. For it is sanctified by the word of God and prayer.
And what?
And prayer.
And prayer. Hey, listen, bro. That's why, listen, it's very important to pray over your food. I know sometimes you may think of it as a small thing, but you never know what the hell is going on with your food, bro, or what's in it. We seen videos of Elam stirring a rod with your with the iced tea or the ice cream, whatever that thing was. But bro, it's always something going on, bro. It's something always going on with the food. It say that food is sanctified by the word of God and by prayer, bro. Hey, make sure, bro. Sheesh.
And there was an Edomite that was trending on TikTok. She said that she made baked goods out of her yeast, but then her husband got thrashed.
He got throat.
Yeah,
he got the thrash in his throat.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, nasty.
Damn.
Nasty.
Yeah.
And that was that it? Oh, no. There's another one, too. There's another one. Because you said that's just a Judah parable, right? Y'all said that?
You know,
There's another one.
I hadn't heard of another nation.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Number
Levi.
Number 4.
Hey.
Is that number 4?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm thinking that Madonna might be from the Caribbean because I'm gonna.
So we're talking about the Caribbean, right? We're talking about Benji. Tribe of Benjamin, right? Let's go.
I grew up, right? There was this thing that I grew up always hearing from my aunties and my mother that if you wanted to get a man to fall in love with you, there was a way that they would do it. There were 2 ways. And one was called sweat the rice, and the other one was like, okay, what you do is you make your lovers or your hopeful lover their favorite meal, but when you cook it, you put a pair of your used underwear in the pot. And then you serve him. And that is supposed to make him fall in love with you. And the other one is, it gets worse. The other one is, you cook a pot of rice because we eat a lot of rice, but what you do is once the rice is finished cooking and it's steaming, you take off your underwear and you kind of hover. And you let your
She yoni steamed the rice, cuz.
So when I heard that, I was like, Madonna has
Bro, did she just yoni steam the rice, bro?
If I ever,
ain't that what it's called?
Yeah.
The yoni steam?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
if I ever walk in the
she
house,
yoni steamed
see
the
my
rice.
wife on top of the stove, boy, we gonna have
But
some
she gonna put the crock pot on the floor and plug that boy.
Man.
She gonna put it on simmer.
Oh, man.
Bro, that's
Steaming the rice.
crazy.
This stuff happens, bro.
Work, bro. She said steam the rice.
Yeah.
So you know what? All y'all brothers that's proven, if she ever try to bring you something to eat while y'all prove it, talking about she fixed you something for Sabbath.
You never know.
Boy, don't do it. She steamed it the night before and laid it up until the morning.
Just laid it up to the morning, huh?
She laid it up. she laid it up until the morning, bro, that she could eat it, get to you today.
Right.
Get out of here.
Get Jeremiah 16. Jeremiah chapter 16, and I believe I want verse 12. Let me see.
We didn't even hit doggone pastor.
Let's hit the pastor real quick. We got 5 minutes.
Grab your script, man. We got to run through a couple of them.
Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 10.
Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 10.
No, I'm sorry. Just jump to verse 12.
Verse 12. And ye have done worse than your fathers.
So when you read up, it talks about all of the sins that we've committed in this lifetime, right? We've committed iniquities beyond measure, right? But what have we done? Read it from the top again.
And ye have done worse than your fathers.
So now in this time, our sins exceed what our forefathers did. Now you got people talking about sweating the rice and putting their drawers in your pot. Like, the imaginations that the sins that we imagine now are worse than what our forefathers did. Read on.
For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart.
So you have to get creative to think to hover your crotch over the damn pot of rice. You have to imagine a new way to come up with evil. The evils that we do, our forefathers will be looking at us and shaking their head like, yo, what is happening? Right. What is crazy? Think about the Lord destroyed entire nations of people. He destroyed Egypt for the evil that was going on there. He destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah for the evil that was going on there. But what we do in America exceeds that level of evil. It's crazy.
So take this not my sister for lust, but uprightly just don't apply, huh? Or verse versa. You know what I'm saying? Let me be a kind and loving woman. You know what I'm saying?
Let me
that
skip
don't apply.
all that.
No. I'm finna piss in the rice.
I'm gonna skip all that.
Bro, that's straight witchcraft, bro. She's supposed to put to death for stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lucky Christ here, because you would have caught this rock. For real. If Christ didn't came, you catching this rock. You be like, you know what? Suffer not a witch to live.
Right.
Bip, 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 bip. I'm talking about, I'm throwing with all the might my left arm can muster without half of a bicep muscle.
Damn, what we gonna do now? We got 2 more, man.
You said the pastor, right?
The pastor, but I want that hardwood too. Oh.
Right.
Do the pastor. I do the pastor.
Care.
No diddy.
No diddy. He said, do the pastor?
No, he said
no,
want the hardwood.
Do number 13.
Yeah, that was crazy. Do the hardwood. I want that pastor. What?
No diddy.
Y'all, boy. But y'all can't wait, bro. They be looking for it.
No, we just
tell us, why y'all always think about wood? What's wrong with y'all?
I'm saying why you gotta say it was.
Play the video.
Just be a floor.
As a pastor of a predominantly black church, why is it important for you to teach people both faith and financial literacy?
I used to sit and be tutored by Jewish rabbis when I lived in
That's the one who got robbed?
No.
That's the one that was selling.
Oh, that's Jamal Bryan?
Yeah,
that's the weed man.
Yeah, weed man.
That's the plug. That's the plug. Oh, okay, all right.
Let go.
He the weed man.
Why is it important for you to teach people both faith and financial literacy?
I used to sit and be tutored by Jewish rabbis when I lived in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
And an old retired rabbi said something to me that changed my whole life. He said to me, tithing does not work for your churches. Watch this. Because tithing is built on a budget. You can't ask people to tithe if you never taught them how to do a budget.
Wow.
So we've been asking for years people to ask to give 10%, and we never showed them where the 90 is.
Yeah.
So most people, watch this, check it. Most people who don't tithe don't have a budget.
Well, he think he cooking.
Wow.
He think he's saying something profound.
Boy,
cooking
he
right
think
now.
that's hard. Boy, he really think he's saying something
Check
hard.
this. Watch
Right.
this.
We asking them for the 10,
Right.
but we never showed them where the 90 at.
Right.
But he,
That's all, boy.
Keep going.
People who don't tithe don't have a budget.
Wow.
So they can't see how they can afford it. So I stopped teaching tithing and started teaching budget.
So now,
How did
That's the
So
nigga
now,
right there.
you got to look at the evil in this. He tried to make it seem like he's doing something good for the people by trying to develop, financial literacy or what have you. But the only thing, bro, I see straight through it. You want your 10%.
I'm teaching you how to give me my cut.
I need my cut.
That's what they saying. I'm going to show you how to consistently give me mine. Cut me in or cut it out. I mean,
that's all it is.
Jesus.
Bro, for the last few years, these churches have seen the tithing dwindle. And that's because of the prophets, right? We're going out there, we're teaching the people that tithing is not even in existence anymore, right? Because we're giving them the word of God. So now this is how they have to come back. I have to come back and say, you know what? I love you. I want you to get more money.
Right.
But the grand scheme of thing is, I need my money too.
Right.
I'm not seeing the money that the profit, the ends that I once had.
Ask him where his 90 come from.
But you know what it also you know what also that proves?
Damn, that's a good point.
That also proves that whole prosperity doctrine that they was preaching for all throughout the 80s and 90s. It was a bunch of
BS.
It done ran the well dry.
BS.
Because now if God was so prosperous and gonna give you all this, if you sow your seed, because clearly they were sowing their seed, but you didn't get no wealth, where's the disconnect?
But
You don't got no money.
And in addition to that, if it was any truth to it, you've been teaching, you've been lying to the people in Atlanta for 8 years, 7-8 years. So it just dawned on you now that they didn't have a budget.
That's a lot of 10%.
You said you learned it back in Baltimore that they didn't have a budget. So
And
it just
now all
dawned
of a
on
sudden,
you.
right.
But it's exactly like the prophet said. The tithe money is dwindling, and you got to figure out the little bit who you got left, how you going to get it up out of them.
Well, his first plan was to teach him how to grow weed.
Right, that's how you get the 90. You gonna flip, you gonna grow this weed, you gonna flip that, then you gonna give me my cut.
You gonna give me my cut.
But he the same one said that Jesus was wrong 80% of the time. He the
he
same
was.
pastor.
He is. Mm-hmm.
He a devil.
Oh, R. Kelly looking man.
Bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
Boy.
So when we see these things here, bro, like these pastors, bro, they are very slick with their talk, bro. They're very, very slick with their talk because many of us, we would have been like, oh, that's a good thing. Like, oh, man, they finally, oh, this is so great. They love me, but it's not about that. It was never about that. And you brought up something heavy, too, when you said that, okay, if I need to get my 10 and need to work on my 90, where's your 90 coming from? It's coming from me. It's coming from the congregation.
You sure ain't no tent maker.
They're not going to ask him that because that's the pastor. They're not gonna ask him
You
that.
can't question the pastor.
You can't question him. Can I get one?
But you can question the bishop. You got out your mind.
How long we got left?
You got 1 minute. Let go.
All right, Titus 1:15. Real fast.
Y'all made it through another show. Y'all all right.
Titus chapter 1 and verse 15.
Come on.
Unto the pure, all things are pure.
We are the pure. Read on.
What?
Hold
on. Wait, say that again?
To the what?
How he said it?
We at the beach?
He said
That what it
pure.
sound like.
Read it.
Pier 1.
Read. Unto the pure.
Pure.
No.
Pure.
What?
It's pure.
That's
Pure.
P-U-R-E,
Pure.
not P-I-E-R.
Pure.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
All praise.
Pure.
Unto the pure.
All right, we can step down. Go ahead.
All things are pure.
I thought I saw a pretty
Hey, we the pure things. Go ahead.
But unto them that are defiled.
Because he's been defiled. The pastor been defiled. Somebody he got that news from a rabbi that he need to teach them.
That was strike one right there.
Yeah. Read on.
And unbelieving is nothing pure.
We all know Jamal Brown, the unbelieving demon, man. He learned his theology and everything about God from Esau. Read on.
But even their mind and conscience is defiled.
Now he's defiled, talking about he got another way for them to do tithes. Now he ain't reading the scripture no more. Even though tithes, it ain't money though. Go ahead, man. I'm done.
How you something that was
That's
said
crazy.
at the beginning of that? He said a retired rabbi. How you retire being a rabbi? Like you supposed to be a leader until you die. Bishop Nathaniel is gonna be teaching his scripts, teaching and leading this nation till he die.
Right.
Ain't no retirement. Retirement is when Christ come or death.
That's it.
Somebody said never trust a rabbit.
Silly rabbit.
Hey, listen.
Tricks are for kids.
I don't know why these people,
Damn.
our people are still in church. It's been years and years and years of them being revealed as evil and devilish. Hey, it's something wrong with you. If you're still in the church today, bro, it's something absolutely wrong with you mentally.
If you in the church getting robbed, you deserve it. You deserve it.
At this point, it's willing.
You like it. You
You
into
like
it.
it. You're like, ooh, I'm gonna get this 10% today. Ooh,
Right.
I can't wait.
Hey, let me tell you how he his words. He said, "I went to a Jewish rabbi."
Yeah. All them soft
that
ass, spoken.
Everybody like, really?
Hey, we got to use these microphones next week while you study.
Real
What's
clean,
that
man.
book?
He talking about,
Yeah, man. But so,
course,
we out of
can't
time,
take
bro.
that.
Yeah, we out of time.
We out of time.
all right, that has been our show for today. That's our show for today. Y'all give a round of applause. Hey, if you want to learn how to be peer,
Don't ask
go to
us to aid him.
IsraelUnite.org/contact-us. Find a school nearest you. Stop working out your hand muscles and come learn how to flip through a Bible and get what you need. Hey, but if you can't do that, we have shows 24/7 all day and day every damn day with IUIC TV. For just 8 quarters, you can get access to content not seen anywhere else on the face of this planet. And if you just ain't got 8 quarters, Israel Unite in the Classroom 3. IUIC in the Classroom 3, where the bishops, the deacons, outstanding Sabbath class, content from our leadership every Sabbath day and throughout the week. If you want to make Patient Saints an even better radio show, you saw how we got it. We had to get the new hamster this morning. You can donate at iuic.atlanta@israelunite.org. Make sure to put PSR in the comments, all right? And if you want to help keep the prophets moving throughout the earth, you saw Blitz Earth 2024. You know what I'm saying? Did I say Blitz Earth? Blitz the Earth, Earth Blitz, whatever. You saw it. You can help the prophets move throughout the earth by donating at IOIC.fundraising@israelunite.org. Officer.
Oh, okay. Hey, my bad. We got Officer behind the scenes. Sorry, we got Officer Zedaniah.
You don't have Officer Aiden.
Officer Zakai, Officer Adina, Officer Aurea, Officer Uzziah, Officer Moshe, Soldier Aaron with the pier.
Aaron.
Soldier Yasharala, and for the kitchen, Sister LaShawn and Sister Chloe from the house of Officer Carmela. All praise to the Most High, man. And hey, with that, oh no, we got some missing persons. Let's put that up. And after every show, listen, we want y'all to take a good look at these brothers and sisters. If you see them out and about, call the authorities immediately. All right? Help them find their way back home. Give them the help that they deserve. All right?
Share it to people that you know in that area.
That's
all right?
it. All right. And with that, we say shalom.
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 Have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the